say it from my chest, I rep the Midwest. Niggas be acting like they tough, we not into that. I front the liquor store, serving with the pack, eating a box of rice. Know I got the strap. But them old schools clean like a new ball. Standing tall like the arch, I ain't finna fall. Used to be on Hall Street, they used to race cars. Cops come speed off, we ain't getting caught. From an era where clout chasing meant you had power. Stats say I'm losing, but do they love me or they hate me? That shit get confusing. Used to show up all the time to support folks, but then I had to fall back like autumn haze.
Cause you may have something that people can never have. A motherfucker have more money than you. They can have more houses, cars, whatever the fuck. They can have whatever. And they think that that's supposed to make them be better than you.
Yeah. CW Hayes. Got my people with me. Yeah. For the fam 87 ETV. Talk business with me, know I've been the G. Up early and I'm gonna sleep late, just so I can go for mine and get. Yeah, everything sound great. Yeah.
Yeah, that boom. That's my part right there.
What's going on, people?
Hey, Sir Zaku. What it do, what the business is, it is I, CMW Hayes, with my dog, DJ Killzone Jones, man. And y'all are now tapped into the You Ain't Lying podcast. And as y'all can see today, we got actually we keeping it in-house today. So we got Sarah Zaku of Beats and Bits podcast over there holding it down with us. What's up, my dude?
How's it going, man? Thanks for the invite to the show, man.
And I meant, you know what? We meant shout out to Breezy.
Yeah. Right, you, Breezy, and Killzone over there with the Beats and Bits podcast, man. Y'all been holding it down since day one, because y'all are the anchor to the network. You feel me? So it's like, man, y'all the ones who was been mashing.
All right, man.
Been mashing. So y'all the first who been mashing. So y'all the anchor. So it's only right to have one of the OGs on.
No problem. How y'all doing?
And that's only because you be offering game too. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. How y'all been doing tonight?
Well, you know, it's been a couple of days for you, boy, but you know we keep on going, man. Shout out to my boy Josh. He picked up a couple T-shirts, and he didn't tell me he picked up from one in his little boy. So he got his little boy. Yeah, he got his boy decked out in the Killzone merch. So really? So we about to in a week or so here we gonna do the Beats and Bits, and then the You Ain't Lying, and then we gonna circle back and do probably Tales of a Simp next after that, and then we gonna do the hot dog and a handshake special. You know what I'm saying? So when we put them up, it's probably gonna be like 100 that we gonna put up, and after that we gonna take it mug down. So y'all be looking out for that. Shout out to everybody watching. We on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch right now.
Every block.
And Jadal Gaming. I'm actually making sure we about to making sure that the stream is up on the website. Shout out to L Streets.
L Street. Man, I've been cooling myself, man, these past couple of weeks. So, just making stuff happen behind the scenes, doing what we supposed to do, doing what I'm supposed to do. You feel me? Man. So how you been, brother?
Man, I've been all right. Just keeping on, just working every day, doing whatever I have to do. Just handling my responsibilities.
Yeah, well, you know what this is here, man, and we give you that barbershop talk here, so man.
I know.
So what was you gonna say, Killzone?
Man, so today I opened up. I was posting up about the show. I was on my way. I actually was gonna repost yours, Hayes.
Yeah.
Your post, but I opened up my YouTube app and I saw that we was on the same algorithm as the Joe Budden podcast, one of his podcasts. See, the thing is, shout out to Mandy B, that's Pod Bay right there, and Bridget Kelly over there. And so Hayes went on there and he went and said, "Oh, it is up there." Cause yeah, and I was like, "Oh, cause sometimes if you watching YouTube or whatever, it'll push stuff underneath the videos that whatever video that you watching. You know what I'm saying? And so to see that just let me know that we heading into the right direction. You know what I'm saying? And then we on his ass basically. So you know what I'm saying? So that just
we out there.
If any listeners to the Joe Budden podcast is tired of Joe Budden
there you go
messing over his co-host, threatening to cancel the show, dominating the whole show every time we turn around, come over here. Come over here to Beats and Bits Podcast Network. Come over here to You Ain't Lying. Come over to all of our shows. All right?
Yep. All of them. And like he say, this is You Ain't Lying podcast. Thanks to everyone who's been tuning in with us. Like I say, we specialize in giving y'all that barbershop talk. And I want to kick this off, man, with something that, man, I was just hearing, man. If you an entrepreneur, or you sticking to your New Year's resolution and meeting your goals, and if not, man, and what to do now? Floor open.
I mean, if you're not doing what you said you was gonna do at this point in time of the year, all right, you need to look at it. Look at what you said you were gonna do, and see if you still can. I can understand because, you already 5 months into the year, close to 6. So almost half the year is gone now, okay? So I can understand, okay, you got to have a change of plans or a backup plan at this point.
Yep.
You probably can't. You probably had a 12-month plan that's now down to a 6-month plan, which is understandable given that half the year is almost gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, if you started out this year and it wasn't working out, give it another try. If it's still not working out, I hope you got a backup plan.
But when do you when do you realize that it's not working, and then you either switch up the plan or keep mashing with the same plan?
That's a good point.
Because there got to be a point, like if something that you're supposed to be doing that you set out to do at the beginning of the year. Because me, I'm really big on being the man of your word and a woman of your word, and that's really being a person of your word. You feel me? So even to yourself, though, that's even more important. Like you should be keeping it real to yourself. Because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of things that people wanted to do, like work out or stick to a certain eating type of like meal plan or.
Well, I'll keep it real with you. I started off this year. I was like, man, I'm gonna try eating good.
Okay.
But come on, man, it hit barbecue season, and I'm sorry.
You said who?
It hit barbecue season, and that was it. I'm sorry.
It's barbecue season.
I walked outside. I smelled somebody barbecuing, and I'm like, I don't know what it is.
Fire your grill up.
Exactly. It's like, I should go fire the grill up today. But it's like you shouldn't even have to start barbecue. I don't care. I feel like doing it. So
is there such thing as healthy barbecue eating?
I mean, you don't gotta eat up all the damn barbecue, but you got. I'm like, I smell barbecue. Like, look, I'm gonna eat some barbecue. It's gonna happen, all right?
But man, what do we call healthy eating? I mean, because we know that some people like to eat plant-based, or some people eat vegan food.
I see healthy eating rather as okay. I don't get the itis. I ate enough ribs and food and whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I'm good. I don't need to eat no more. I still can if I want to, but I don't feel like it. Like, especially if you got to drive home from the cookout, it's like, man, you just want to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't want, there are times I'm like, man, I don't want to do that. It's like, I'll eat a little bit and I'm going to go home.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe get it to go plate and be eating off of it for the next couple of days.
Yeah, something like that. That's essentially healthy eating. I mean, you ain't gotta, eat till you completely full and you get in the car and pass out.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some people that they have a full vegan diet where it's like all I eat is mixed vegetables. And you know, I was doing that at work where I would like, you know, 4 days out the week, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna eat mixed vegetables for lunch.
Hey man, I seen this meme. It said hunger is the first element of self-discipline. If you
Mm-hmm.
can control what you eat and drink, you can
Mm-hmm.
control everything else.
Well, not only
Right.
that, I was looking at my wallet. I'm like, look, like me eating out, it ain't good for my waistline. It ain't good for my wallet either. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You
if
know,
you
gonna
out
be
here
my
eating,
waistline.
if you out here eating, getting a McDonald's value meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, your
Ooh,
waistline gonna balloon and your wallet gonna shrivel up. All right.
Yeah.
man,
Because you can't afford to do like that every day of the week.
Yeah,
It,
you can't.
it ain't good for you, and it ain't good for your wallet. Because
but,
it's like,
but is it also still good for you to eat that way just because you're fixing it at home too, though?
I mean,
That's because you can go to the store and buy the hamburger
true.
package yourself and just fix up 4 hamburgers at one time and some fries. I mean, is that still even healthy for you?
No, like you can't eat. Like, okay, I don't eat. Like, there's like some foods I'm like, man. Like some days I'm like, man, I want a pizza today, but I don't want to like have to go out and get it. So what I'll do
Mm.
instead, I'll get me some some of them flour tortillas, hit them with some ground beef, some pepperoni slices, some shredded cheese, toss that in some, some marinara sauce, toss that in the oven, wait 30 minutes, and hey, I got a little small pizza.
Y'all can get
Mm-hmm.
the game right there, y'all. This game. That's
Like you don't have to like get up and call Pizza Hut, Domino's, Little Caesars to get some pizza. It's like 90%
You're
of
right.
the time, most of the stuff you can do at home, but
Yeah.
like I can understand, like, all right, you've been working all day long and you just like, man, dude, I just want to get something to eat. So like
I'm gonna eat and go.
I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna just crash. I'm gonna go to bed. And I can understand that. I done had some days
Mm-hmm.
like that where it's like, man, I'm tired. I really don't feel like cooking nothing, but I don't want no sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't got no leftovers. So like, yeah, I can understand that. Go ahead and, order you a pizza or whatever. But don't be doing it
Mm-hmm.
every day.
Or
Yeah.
y'all the type to pack a lunch for work, or y'all just pretty much just wing it.
I pack a lunch, but sometimes I just wing it and like
Never
what
pack
I'm
a lunch.
doing
That's just
pretty
like
much
asking, like,
now.
did y'all ever pack a lunch for school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My parents, my mama back in the day, and that's why I love my mama to this day. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't trade her for in the whole wide world. She used to come to school with she would cook. She would cook at the crib and she'll
Mm-hmm.
cook for dinner, right? So she'll bring some of the sides for dinner. So if we eating, let's just say we eating steak for dinner, she'll get
Mm.
some chicken wings uh, uh or some pork chops or something, and she'll bring that up there, the vegetables, the all of that, and bring it because the school was right around the corner from my house. I went to
Yeah.
West Side. We used to stay on Euclid. Went to West Side. So once you go up Euclid, you hit that right on Olive. You right
Mm-hmm.
there at West Side. So, and then her shop was right down the street off of Holdemont and Kings
Mhm.
Highway. So we hit over. She go over there before she go to work. She didn't got me up, went to school. You know what I'm saying? Take me to the crib. So she's still working. I be
Yeah.
with my granny and my auntie, my godmother, but I had already ate something, so it was like, I get to their house, I might eat dinner over there, I might eat some noodles and a grilled cheese or something to hold me over to dinner time. You know what I'm saying? But I done already done had lunch. You know what I'm saying? And got up and ate breakfast, so it was just like, you know, you just looking at that was just one of the things. And then as I got older, I started packing my lunch, and sometimes I eat lunch at school. You
I
know,
never packed a lunch. I never could, dog. It just was like, yeah. And I really don't never like really remember eating lunch like that. Like it wasn't really that important. I mean, like I would eat lunch, but I just don't remember me like just thinking like, "Ooh, we got to go lunch." We bringing a lunch like, and that bringing me to the. That's why we got on that because I was just thinking like it is important, like kind of like how you map out your eating schedule because some people get
mm,
up and don't even eat breakfast, and then they might eat a real heavy lunch and then a real heavy dinner and don't work out, and then that's when you start getting that bulge in the front.
Mm-hmm.
You start
See,
getting a little weight here and there.
mine came from basically being where I grew up. I was on like heavy streets, so my people then wouldn't let me go outside and stuff like that, and I would be up and all of that. And because I was always like when I was younger though, we lived on Euclid Holdemite. That's when they cracked down everything. So I was able to go outside over there. But when we moved over off of Natural Bridge, the block was always hot. People shooting, killing, stabbing, and everything else like that. So
The
it
block
was
was
different
stinking.
for yeah. They was whipping them sticks out. So um I think too, you just gotta find something that you like doing or find a job that's gonna keep you running. Because even if you don't exercise, if you got a job that's physically demanding, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Because at my job, before I, took a desk position, boy, I was running everywhere. So you got to
yeah,
find something that's gonna keep you active, and then you got to couple
yeah.
that with the eating. And so now, you know
Or
what I'm
you gotta
saying?
get active after you eat. Like like go
Yeah,
walk or something, man. Because even you do that,
yeah, man. I
you
ain't
will go
got
hit
back
a
out there
walk, man,
now.
and you will go eat something real heavy. Like, hey, man, Hayes, I'm gonna go walk.
Yep.
hmm
So
I
you
walk the
know,
loop once or twice. I go up and down Delmore, and then I get back. Now, if it's a nice day, I go to the park and walk up and down the Forest Park. I park in the middle of the park and go up and down them hills. And
tied into an entrepreneur though, man, sticking to the script, man. And if they not, what?
If
you
they
said,
not, I mean, that honestly, that's up to them to do. Like,
mm-hmm,
I'm like, I seen people that's like out here trying to lose weight, and you'll see the people that do it. They get up and they do it every day. They gonna stick to it.
Yeah,
man, I
You,
know
you
it.
have,
Hold on,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead,
You got
go
some
ahead.
people that will like they'll start doing it, and then it's like, all right, I'm tired of this. I'm like, because they ain't seen instant result. I'm like, you not finna
but ain't
magically lose.
that same mentality goes with anything, right? Because somebody will
Yeah,
start
Mm,
something and then they give up.
yeah. Because they want to see instant success, and it's like, no, it doesn't work like that. This is something that you have to work at. This isn't going to magically. Oh, I worked out for one day, and all of a sudden I got a rock
You worked
hard
out for a
6-pack.
week. You worked out for a week,
No, you ain't
2
finna have no
weeks.
rock hard 6-pack. This is gonna be having something that you're gonna have to keep doing.
Hey,
mm-hmm.
that's like when, man, I was younger. I'm talking about 10 and under. I go drink some milk or something and go run on the treadmill. I'm thinking I'm doing something. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking, man, that the milk gonna make my body strong, and I'm gonna go run on this treadmill.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't do nothing.
He said, he ain't do nothing.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Hey, doing and owning everything yourself, but knowing when to partner up with someone is important. Why kills on?
Uh, what was I say? You have to build yourself up, and you have to be able to like know and how to partner up, and not just when to partner up. Is how to partner up, who to partner up with. Like when I had brought the podcast back. I was 9 months of every day live streaming every day. Like
Yeah,
Hazel called me, and and he still to this day he'll call me. He'd be like, "You mashing? You want me to call you back?" And then I end up incorporating him in the show a little bit.
you done
I
found
had
the balance to it now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Because at first it was like we still got a match, but it's like okay, I done gave everybody all of this content, and I'm still giving them this content daily. But I did had to find a balance to life. I had to find a balance to have fun, a balance to do this, and it was just like, um, it was just one of them things. Like you had to, you gotta do it, and then on top of that, once you get in that groove, you got to be able to find a way to incorporate other people that's gonna come in and that's gonna fit into your organizational structure. Like
Yeah,
it's nothing for me to put, you have to start this network up. Have Hayes, me and Hayes. We tried doing, we doing Tales of a Simp. We're gonna see what we're gonna do with that. We try other podcasts, you know what I'm saying, but it's still rolling, whichever way we do it.
Yeah.
But you gotta be able to be open to trial and error. You gotta be open to different personalities,
Mhm.
different ideologies and stuff like that. And then you gotta keep grinding until like when you bring other folks in, usually you doing it when you grind it up to a certain point. It's like everybody
It
talking
starts
about the
from the
Joe Budden
idea, though.
thing.
You feel me?
Yeah, everybody.
It starts from the idea.
Yeah, everybody talking about the whole Joe Budden thing. I could see it from both sides of the argument. I could see because Joe had made the face and name the name. Me, you know, me, you, Sir Zaku, we was all in the gymnasium when dudes was doing backflips and stuff to pump it up and sliding
Mm-hmm.
across the floor and everything else, and everybody thought they was B2K. And
Yeah.
and then we saw him, going
Finally,
to
here.
move. Yeah, we saw him going to move music, and then we saw him, on Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that. So he had already had a name and a stock,
Yeah.
and then he brought his homeboys on. But you gotta have, and when you bring people on or when you partner up with big companies, it's gotta be honesty, transparency, and brand loyalty. You
Yeah.
know.
I look at it like being like if you own something 100% and it's your pie, and then once you start adding other people to it, I feel like, man, you're supposed to give people what they deserve when they messing with you and your company. Because really, you the boss and you get to call the shot. Especially, man, if you spending money. No. Especially when you spending money, you get to say what goes on, but you still gotta respect other people, minds too. Especially when you want somebody to do something for you, because you gotta remember everybody like, yeah, I'm paying you, and this need to be done maybe in a certain time manner, but somebody else still may not necessarily be on your time like that. They still might have other things to do other than you, man. I remember doing something one time, and I was like, well, shit, man, if we go over, man, I could just pay you, but it wasn't about the money, because it's like I got somebody else after you, so it's like it ain't about you paying me no extra money. Shit, I got somebody else, ready after you to come on in here, so you can make them type of calls and shots when you own something yourself 100%, and when it's your company, your business, of course. But when you start adding other people into the play, yeah, man, that's. But like you say, you need to know who to partner with when. But sometimes it'll just happen naturally too.
Mm-hmm.
It just happen organically, and that's when I feel like that's what you really should be reaching for. Sarazaku, now what you think, bro?
I mean, I'm right with you on that one. Like, yeah, you need to know who you're dealing with, but also it's like trust is a two-way street.
Yeah, man,
And if you don't trust them or they don't trust you, then it's like, what is the point? All right.
you ain't lying.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty much that. Like, yeah, did Joe Budden do his thing? Yeah. Was he the face and name of the brand? Yeah.
Yeah,
But these two guys trusted you.
yeah,
And the moment that it was convenient for you to just do whatever the hell you wanted, you did it. And you didn't consult them when you kind of should have consulted them. Because, see, they were
Mm-hmm.
trusting you, but you didn't trust them. So,
Pretty much.
yeah. And moving forward from that, I think he apologized on said, or did he tell me that? Because I ain't really
Yeah, he
seen.
did apologize to him. He did. He sure did
And, and
apologize to
then
him.
and then I think the statement that he issued to old girl.
Mm-hmm.
So
He sure did.
I feel like, man, when something happens, you just gotta own up to it and just move on from it. Because at this
Mm-hmm.
point, we see that Rory and Maul, they put up their own little podcast picture now, or whatever they got going on, and people
Yep.
sharing it too, and people
Yep.
messing with it. So
Yep.
it's gonna work out for them. Hey, May May is Mental Health Month, bro. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So what are some things to do to help us get through every day and beyond? You feel me?
I mean, prayer, meditation, working out, like we just said earlier, You know, I think it's determination too. Like you got to be determined to fight whatever demons or whatever problems or issues that you facing, because you know you got to make your, because you know depression and
Yeah.
anxiety and all of those things, like a lot of that stuff be a choice sometimes, because you got to lift yourself out of it. And you know what I'm saying, like I talk about it a lot on the channel. Like it's hard for me sometimes, but you know I have my days, and you know sometimes I had to lean on, you know, I had to lean on y'all, or I lean on, you know, my family or whatever, but I
Yeah.
try not to stay there, because you got to have an attitude. I was just looking at Skull Candy. They had an ad for these new headphones, limited headphones they doing. They say better days are ahead. So, you know, no matter what you done went through, you know what I'm saying, mentally, physically, emotionally, or whatever, you got to have it in your mind that, you know, things going to get better. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you don't, it's cool to be depressed. It's cool to be, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's
You
cool to
know,
be.
to feel, no, I'm saying it's cool to be that way for a minute, but as long as you don't stay there, like, cause you, everybody, ain't
It's cool to
nobody
be depressed.
invincible. No, I'm saying sometimes, because you gotta let that stuff off.
Elaborate.
You gotta vent. You gotta
That
release
I
all
feel
that.
you on. Now
Yeah,
sometimes you do gotta cry and go ahead and let it out somehow, I guess.
yeah. As long as you don't stay there, you know what I'm saying. Is that's the big thing, is that you don't stay there. You know, you gotta try to find the silver lining in everything. You know what I'm saying.
I
Yeah.
mean, I totally agree because yeah, like I done had some bad times where it's like, like yeah, I can either, let I can either stay where I'm at being sad and upset about stuff,
Hmm.
or I can keep moving on with it because it's like, because the world gonna keep on turning no matter what I do.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
can either turn with it or I can let it turn without me. And I'm like,
Ooh, there
I'd
you
rather
go.
I'd rather be moving forward doing something than sitting where I'm at and complaining about it.
You ain't lying. I
Hmm.
feel like, man, in mental health is I feel like that type of awareness should be every day. That's why I say every day and beyond, because people go through stuff. See, Zone, see sometimes, because me and him had these type of conversations, and he say he feel like sometimes people choose to be that way, and I say sometimes people don't have a choice. Sometimes it's just in their DNA. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like some people, they was born a certain way, they on medication, they going through stuff, or something might happen to them along their journey, maybe in their teenagers, that made them go crazy or something like that, or something that happened to them, something that made them go crazy, dog, or something that just made them snap and not be so sane as most, like chill like some of us are. Because maybe for us, it take us talking to somebody or listening to some music, and maybe we cool, like, and we done with it. We ain't tripping no more. Like we ain't worried about nothing. But somebody else, they gonna be on a whole different mission, bro. They gonna
I
almost need
mean, what?
they gonna need to go to the psych ward.
Well, I say like this, because with me, y'all know, people been watching this channel. Y'all know what's been going on with me. I ain't gonna get into it. I don't even. That's the point that I'm not. I'm at a point where I try not to even acknowledge it so much, and when I do, I try to check myself. And when I say it's a choice, I say it's a choice
Good to
because
talk about.
you got two options. You either gonna use that to make you pitiful, or you gonna use it to make you powerful. And I think a lot of people, when it come to mental health, it's because they live in a truplicitous lifestyle. They in their mind, they trying to make more everybody happy outside of themselves. You know what I'm saying? They trying to figure
I
out
feel like
what's
that's
going.
regular people though. I mean, like,
No,
but hold
I'm
on,
gonna break it.
but you feel like people doing it to the point to where it's driving them crazy.
Exactly. That's the main cause of mental health, because like that's the main driver in mental health, is that people are trying to impress and uh trying to keep other folks happy. So what they do is they wonder why, like if they getting excluded from stuff, because you could be the nicest person, you could be the most polite person and stuff like that, but if you don't go along with the crowd, then they gonna try to make you be that. You
Huh.
know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to
Yeah,
push you in the slow class. They're gonna try to put you in the they're gonna try
true.
to put you in that box. So my point is, it's all in here and it's all in here. You got to be able to, a lot of us come in single parent homes, and some of us came up in stricter environments. You couldn't go nowhere, you couldn't do stuff, and then that also in your communicational development, that also plays into it. So you got a communication problem,
Yeah.
then you got an anxiety problem because you trying to stay on top of your parents, what they want, what your teachers want, or your employer want, and then what your friends and family and everybody else around you, your peer group. So that creates the depression and anxiety, because when you feel like don't nobody want to be around you or don't nobody want to deal with you or whatever, it's really literally because you're trying to appease a group of people that don't want to be with you or be around you no way. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So people in their head, they be like, okay, and then if you add God into the mixture, it's like, okay, you want to snap on this person, but okay, that ain't something that God would do or Jesus would do, so you ain't gonna do it. But at the same time, you still angry at that person, and you trying to figure out how you want to go about it. Do you want to just let it slide, let it
Yeah.
ride, or you gonna let it fester because you don't know how to let it go fully yet? You're not strengthening in your faith. So these are the
Mhm.
things that when I say people choose to be depressed or choose or whatever, some people it could be grief. It could be I lost my mom, I
It could
lost
be
my
their
dad.
mind and their body and their soul not right, man. Just from the
Exactly
get
too.
go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because we know how to snap back a little bit, I'm telling you, bro, I see it. I got family members, friends, like people I just see. I'm sure everybody know a drunk in their neighborhood that just be walking around, you know what I'm saying, drunk, and man, some wrong with them. Or some lady that just walking around the neighborhood and she mentally is
Mm-hmm.
something wrong with her.
Mm-hmm.
That you can't fix, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, huh?
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
Right?
it's some people that have mental deficits, but we
Yeah.
talking about more so, the regular person that's dealing with it. And there's some people that could be classified in that mentally deficit category
I mean,
that really they just got to make the choice of
I
what
mean,
they
like
gonna do.
I've had to deal with grief, and it came down to a day where I was just like, I had been to like several job interviews that day. Some told me no, some told me we'll call you.
Yeah.
I was dealing with a death at that time. Like, the death had been passed and everything, but like, I was still, I wasn't dealing with it properly. And it came down to a day where I literally just stayed in bed all day.
Mm.
And I said, and I looked up, I'm like, damn, dude, I've been in bed all day and shit. Like,
Wow.
I can't do this shit. Like,
How you get up out of there?
I literally got up out the fucking bed and, started, changing shit around for me. Cause I'm like, look, we can't continue to do this. We got responsibilities that we have to do. And I can't afford to sit up here and be in bed all day, still being sad about this. Like, the person I lost would not want me sitting up here doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this ain't how I want to live my life. So let me get the fuck up out this bed, pull up my pants, and go and do what the fuck I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when do we really identify as a mental illness? Because do we identify the person who gotta take pills to control they thoughts and they action, or do we just consider the person who, like we saying right now, just going through something and it's kind of just messing with them enough to where it's throwing them off? Or both of
Mm-hmm.
them are mental illnesses, right?
Both of them, yeah. But it's like I said, it came because when I was younger, excuse me, and I said this before, I was on when Adderall first came out because I had a hard time focusing. And
Yeah.
really, it wasn't even a hard time focusing. I just wanted to be accepted. Like I had spent the greater part of 15 years, what I'm saying,
Self-esteem.
fighting people, every day, or say 10 years, because you can't count kindergarten and first grade and stuff like that, that's
Mm-hmm.
like, but 10 years of I'm fighting every day. 10 years of You know what I'm saying? I'm getting into it with folks, and I'm being nice. I'm trying to be cordial. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be polite. You know, girls want to come back to the crib because I'm the only person in the school or in the squad that got a key. I'm one of the few people that got a key to the house. You know what I'm saying? 7, 8 years old with a key to the house. Girls trying to come over and kick it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get your boy caught up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to steal something out the house. You know what I'm saying? And then your mama putting the fear of God and you telling you, don't, if I ever catch you up in here with somebody, I'm kicking you out. I'm sending you to them people. Yeah, like she wasn't playing. You know. And so, you know, or I'm taking you out that school and let you go around the corner, you know, to the hood school where it's 15,000 people in there with no heat and no fan and nothing. You know, so that's what it was, man. And so I had to come to a realization because I was still, you know what I'm saying? I was still dealing with, you know, doing it being a new school around new kids and new everything. And it's high school. So I got my hormones and everything. And I said, you know what? I'm not finna be no pill head. I'm not finna put this stuff, you know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that's taking out these kids now.
You start putting it up under your tongue.
No, I just
open your mouth, man. They let me look in your mouth.
No, I just told my people, hell no, I ain't finna. I'm not. And then after that, it was like, all right, cool.
Sir.
No, I ain't say hell no, but I mean, well, one time I did because I'm like, I'm not finna be no junkie. I'm not finna be no junkie.
That boy was 8 years old. He told his mama, "No, I ain't taking no pills. I ain't finna be no junkie."
No, I didn't take them until high school though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it was at that point, I'm like, I ain't finna keep doing it. I ain't finna keep doing it. But see, the whole thing was I had to learn, and then even I would say as I got older, I was a player / sex addict. And then, you know, what happened, it kind of made me slow down and be like, you know what, maybe I don't need to be out here, you know, knocking these dudes, gals down, but not knowing. You know what I'm saying? I'm the last person to know. You know, I'm in these situations and stuff. I'm getting, you know, I could get set up or wet up out here. And then be in these relationships that I wasn't being appreciated in. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like we all got a struggle or something that we deal with. We all Pimp C say we all got a thing.
Huh? That's gonna drive you crazy too, because folks go crazy too in like dealing with relationships too. Like, man, people will mess around and try to hurt themselves or hurt the partner.
No, I ain't never doing that. I ain't Big Kills on. Ain't never going to jail. So you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't never that. Man. It was just like, you know, shoot.
That's not a mental illness though. That's just going through something and it just drove.
No, that look, man. No, I'd say all the time, man. Sex addiction is real because that was the thing that I retreated to, and I had passed up on it for so long till it was like, no, I'm on it now. You know what I'm saying? I had told all them. Then I'm looking back at myself like, damn, I told all them. Yeah, you know, I could have had this one. And it's the same ones that was saying I was ugly and I had a big head and all this other stuff. The same ones, the finest of the fine. They see I put that key ring out. It's like, oh hell yeah, I'm trying to get up. I'm trying to have him come beat. You know, I'm trying to have King Kong
like having a car key.
Yeah, basically.
At 7, at 10.
Yeah, at 13.
You heard me. He pulled out like, yeah, I got that old key to the crib.
I wasn't even doing that. It was just on my neck. Like I had it on my neck, so I went and looked. They was like, "Is that a key to your house?" I'm like, "Yeah, ain't nobody got a key to them dudes trying to take the key. I'm fighting, had to get into fights because dudes want to steal the key to my house. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Sir Zaku know what I'm talking about. Now you gotta put the key in your pocket so don't nobody know you got it. Yeah. You know. So
but the whole
man.
moral of this is, man, if you're going through something, seek help first. Don't try to harm yourself, harm nobody else. There's always somebody that you can talk to that's gonna listen. So seek help. You know what I'm saying? And take it. Sarah Zaku, I wanted to ask you,
what's going on?
I want to ask you, do our people like to use black pride for profit?
Yeah.
Meaning, like, my brother, come and shop with your brother, man. Come and spend your money with your people.
Yeah.
Come spend your money with your people, and then when you get in here with your people, because there's two sides of the coin here. But even me as your people, I'm just gonna, you know, not all people like this neither. So man, we gonna say too, but we will say for the most part, I feel like if our people dog come in somewhere and they want to spend money, sometimes I'll be like, see, that's why I don't like spending money with my people. Do you feel like that sometimes?
Definitely. Like there are times I'm like, okay, I'll go over here to this place. It's like, oh, they're like, oh, we black owned this now. I'm like, damn, why is y'all shit $10 higher?
I was gonna say that, but I you know, but for me, it just always be something be niggerish.
Yeah, it'd be like, come on, like walk in here and it's like, damn, y'all got the. Why the fuck is it $10 higher and I got to go out to Target?
True.
Like I want it, but I don't want it that damn bad. I mean, you know, I can wait. I can go to Target, and it'd be over the most basic stuff. I'm like, there is no reason why Head and Shoulders down here, regular size bottle, is $12.
Man,
this shit is like $5.50 at Walmart.
Yeah, you know what though?
Less for the Walmart off-brand version.
man.
Yeah. You know, but I say this though. When it's something that's overpriced though, we have no problem in paying that premium for that overpriced. Like when we go to a food, let's just use a food spot for example. We gonna go to Olive Garden, or we gonna go to Applebee's. We gonna go all these different places and get a lesser portion of food to where if we go to Sweetie Pies or we go to Lefties or whatever. Now Lefties, you know, Prime 55. You know what I'm saying?
Now the only problem
we gonna complain.
Now when I went to Sweetie Pies, like one time, I'm like, they had a line going out the motherfucking building. I'm like, how long we got to wait?
That good though. That's just
that good.
It's good, but I don't know if I want to wait now in 30 minutes. Good, because this line
you not only that.
This line going up and around the building twice.
It's tourists and people from out of town coming to experience that.
Like I got family members that were like, oh, like they coming into town. Okay, hey, can we go to Sweetie Pies? I'm like, really? All right. I mean, that's where you want to go.
Still to this day.
And then they get up there and they be like, damn, why this line so long? I'm like, everybody comes down here for this now. This is like the place to come get it.
And like they got alluding to, Zone was alluding to some of the restaurants or black owned that we just named, but we'll go to some of these other spots
and we'll still wait up at Olive Garden. They'll give you that little beeper, and then you're gonna go sit in your car and you're gonna sit in there and you're gonna sit down and wait
for a lesser portion that's all factory made versus you going to some of these black, you know, on spots. Now, like I say, not all of them is not on no brother come shop with me, and then when you get in there, it's just on some more.
Now I tell you this though. If black folks really want to take everything away from the what's name restaurant industry, come up with an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Give me a good they gone now. Because they gone now.
I was saying buffets was gone way before this stuff hit. So I was already
I remember Old Country Buffet that turned into Hometown Buffet.
Oh man.
And like now the only fucking buffet place is Golden fucking Corral.
And they gone too. They went out of business.
Damn. Okay. I mean, you know,
it's wide open.
It's still something here now, ain't it?
It's gone.
I wish they was able to stick around before all this kicked off, but I'm like, damn.
They was the first people to go to
love going to them buffets, man. Like, look, I paid my $8. Go on, leave me alone, all right?
And they went down too, because I had went there right before the quarantine had hit, the one out in St. Charles, and then I went to the one where I went out to the one on the east side, Golden Corral.
Man, I told you about my Golden Corral story, man. Me and the family went out there one time. This was like maybe it definitely was before all this jumped off, maybe a year before, but we went to the Golden Corral, man. The food was so trifling, bro. We had to say something, bro. We said something to the manager. They gave us a ticket to come back. Talking about some come back and try it again and see if you like it. We got back and still was trash.
Yeah, my
I told him again, bro. I told him again. I just said, look, y'all gave me this free voucher. I said I will not be back. I just won't be back now at this point because I didn't expect it to be good the second time. But that day I was just like, man, and I think me and Kizzy had slid through that time. The second time we slid through and used the thing. It was me and the family the first time they gave it. The second time me and Kizzy slid through and it still was trash. He was like, man, you can't believe this.
Yeah.
Then another buffet that's closed down for sure is it's a Chinese buffet.
Oh, the which one?
I'm trying to think. The one across from the Walmart.
Man, I got food poisoning from them. I'm so glad they had closed down their old tripe. They said they had roaches up in the food, and then when
I went one time though, bro, they was on. Man, I ain't even eat, bro. I walked in there and walked out, bro. I ain't playing with you, bro. They straight had signs. I walked in first of all. I looked. I see a sign telling the customer to get only what they gonna eat.
Oh,
at a buffet.
Really?
At a buffet. It was a sign that said, get only what you're going to eat, man.
Wow.
I felt some type of way. I felt some type of way about that. I was saying, what?
What you mean?
Then I'm like, y'all not even that good. Y'all not even that good to be sitting up here giving demands about.
That's because they wasn't getting no money because after I had food poisoning from there, and that was about 2-3 years ago. And I had food poisoning. And I remember, I ate it, and later on that night, bro, I exploded, and it was just bad. So I knew what to do though. What did I do? I started taking some Tylenol.
That's why Stereotypical say our people need to start their own buffet.
Get their own buffet, get that all you can eat, but tell them, look, man, don't be coming up in here with no damn Reynolds wrap, all right? We got containers for you to take food in, all right?
Yeah.
Use them.
Yeah.
Don't come in here with Reynolds wrap and shit, all right?
Yep. You get one to-go plate. Change the game. You get one to go.
You get one to-go plate, and you get one dessert plate. That's it.
And one cup to drink, take it home.
Yeah, you don't be coming out here trying to get, fucking Reynolds wrap and a Ziploc bag to carry your fucking drink in. No, we're not doing that no more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that because I'm like, man, I done seen motherfuckers do that shit. Be coming up here acting like it's fucking prison, lifting up their shirt, pulling out a whole roll of Reynolds wrap.
Man.
And
then be putting it in an Aldi bag, walking out with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, man. Like, you don't got to do all that.
In their purse. They put in the Aldi bag in their purse with the food in their purse with everything in. They get a big old church purse. Yeah, purse big as my head.
Exactly.
They walking in. Like, come on,
man. You trying to eat for the next 2 weeks? Come on.
Pretty much, yeah. Then they bring it. Then you ever notice you go to some folks' house and they got you look in their cabinet for a plate or something and they got buffet plates up in their cabinet.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, this is the plate they use at Old Country Buffet. I know this fucking plate. What the fuck? You used to work there?
They use that Old Country.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you looking at your piece of,
man.
Yeah.
Cause look, I mean, cause some stuff I feel like our people could definitely fix for our own people. Like, I feel like, cause I know that it's a black-owned Chinaman that like I heard about. I feel like we can get like our own black-owned pizza shops and stuff like that, but we, as a race, gotta just start spending our money on buying stuff up around us and teaching the youth and doing the necessary stuff in the communities as well too. You know what I'm saying? But we can't. But I feel like we can't just keep letting these people come in and buying up everything and then they making it what they making it. Then not even putting us in there, not showing us no respect at all. You feel me? Like that's just where it comes from with me. because they ain't showing no respect, no way.
Facts.
But how can you blame them when all they see is the majority of us not even showing respect to ourselves, man?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying because they not even staying over this way. They stand as far out as South County somewhere. They almost stand out like going towards Six Flags.
Yeah, Eureka and
that's what I'm
Town and
saying.
Country and all of that. They driving an hour up this way every day to come to work.
Every day to come to work, to stand behind the counter with the strap right on their hip to let you know what time it is. And then got your cousin that got the mental health issues sweeping up the lot. I mean, so
I'm like, you get what you put into it, and black folks got to put their money into it. Like you know what the Asian community does with a lot of their areas that they got themselves set up in. Usually somebody new comes to that area, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else around them basically crowdfunds them and gives them money to help them get set up and everything.
Yeah, true.
And then they put money back into it to help the next person.
Yeah.
Black folks, we just doing it for ourselves, and then we trying to get the fuck out. Some of them do it. Not all of them.
No. Look, black folks only invested in that little game that was floating around, man, not too long ago, man. It was like a pyramid type of game where, man, that you put in some money and then, but that actually is not a game. It's like, man, people actually, like you just said, like, man, and they come up off that, like different races actually do that. But with us, man, I don't even think that we can call 5 people
because we want to try
to put $1,000 into something, man. You remember before Steak and Shake just opened back up, they had them signs out there saying for 10 grand, I think that you can invest in it.
There's plenty of Steak and Shakes between here and fucking Eureka that them signs still up. 10 grand. This store is yours.
Yep.
And I'm like, there's some down here on the south side. There's some down here near the Central West End.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody partaking in it. I'm like, that's money. Like, you know, do you know how much money a Steak and Shake pulls down? There are people who come in here to Steak and Shake on the regular because they want a steak burger and a fucking shake.
But the opportunity was when you sink that banner up there that said for 10 grand you can own one and you can invest in one. You should have been starting you up an investment group right then and there with you and figured it out number wise. Okay, I need 5 people who start busting down them numbers just like how you would on some street shit. Let me start busting it down. How many people I need? Then start asking people like how you would on some street shit. Hey, bro, man, hey, I need you to invest in with me, bro. Because you sure to call a nigga to ask a man to front you something. Or you ask a nigga to give you some money.
You know what T-Pain said? T-Pain said he was going to do that, but it's actually, it's a more hidden cost that's behind the Steak and Shake. Like you got to make sure you upkeep it and bring it all the way up to code, and then you got to do
like so. Like that's probably with any restaurant building you get. I mean, I'm just saying that's not really gonna be the solving problem of what we talking about. But I'm just saying for the most part, because we know it's brothers that's going into the community and they actually giving back and doing little things here and there. That's needed as well. But we also need to start buying back the block. Like on some real shit, just like how Rick Ross said. We need to start buying back the block.
For real.
Really the money up on that note. Because we got
for real.
Because who we waiting on to come through and fix it? Who we waiting on?
They ain't gonna do. But see, the thing is, we got to get out of, especially in St. Louis.
It's really bad in the city, bro.
We gotta get out of that mentality of we not gonna help each other or help each other succeed, because everybody wants to be the person that, like, you know what I'm saying? I just interviewed Durs from Mike Check Global, and that's gonna come out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And he said, man, in St. Louis, we all about looking cool. We ain't all about getting paid. And so what happens is you gonna have a person that's gonna do something like that, and then they're gonna turn around and want to kill him because he can sit there and bought his own, his own gas station. Like somebody bought that gas station on Natural Bridge and Kings Highway, and they was running that gas station up in there. And then somebody bought let's just say somebody bought the bank across the street, somebody bought the Walgreens across the street, and then somebody bought that Castle lot, and now that person owned basically the four corners of Natural Bridge and Kings Highway, and then they say they keep buying everything up on that strip, everything in that strip, they own that little building right there. That's got what you call them, the snack place up in there, and the barbershop and all of that right there. Then they got the PX, they got the Subway, they got the Rallies, they got all that little stuff, the McDonald's, all of that right there they own. And then you know that dude, and you see him walk out of that mug one day, man. St. Louis, we got the mentality. Oh man, that's him right there, man. He get in that Cadillac. You gonna pull up with the stick. And then you're gonna hear this back in the background coming down your street because you mad instead of getting with him to get a job and figuring out how he did what he did, so you can go down to Martin Luther King and buy up all the little stuff right there.
Jealousy and envious of this man, and because he ain't got what he got, but not knowing that maybe if you go holler at that man and ask him how he got it, he might put you up on some game, or you can just already be motivated, self-motivated your own just to go get what that man got just from afar, seeing him and say, damn, man, bro, dude got that and that. That made me just think, man, maybe enough of us don't see enough of that. You know what I'm saying? Because like you just said, nigga gonna get Nipsey, dog. Outside on some shit trying to do something.
I mean,
facts.
And like this is just the thing with some black folks where it's like, you want to talk about doing shit, but you don't actually do it. You want others to invest, but you ain't trying to do nothing yourself. And that's another problem. It's like, hold up. You can't be asking other people to put their ass on the line for you. You got to be willing to like put up some of your own.
Yep.
Because if why should they decide to jump in the business with you if you ain't putting nothing of yourself up here?
True.
Like there is a difference between I'm trying to get something going.
Feel lonely zone.
I'm here.
No,
he felt left out and shit. He felt like he was the only one that I'm moving around. That's what I have.
I mean, I understand that, like, is it a lot of money to put in and invest in these things, right? But to get other people probably to follow you, you probably want to like put up some of your own money or something.
Yeah.
Like show them that, hey, you're serious about this. And you more likely gonna get people to follow you because it's like if you got other people giving you money for shit, like I guarantee you, most of them ain't gonna really want to do it. Not unless you're putting something up yourself.
That's perfect. I wanted to go into this and say, they say money doesn't buy happiness, but what does being broke buy?
I mean, shit, like.
I mean, it's a double-edged question because where I'm at now, and trying to shake back, and trying to find the courage and the trust to date and me in certain relationships and friendships with different friends and family, like money can only buy you happiness to a certain point. Right now, you know what I'm saying? We had somebody on here, and I don't know if they on here now, but when they shout out to Lawson and my boy Lawrence in the building. So Lawson came on maybe a few months ago at the beginning of this year, and he had a whole bunch of people come in and raid my stream, and one of them was this girl named Lily, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know what I'm saying? Lily came on yesterday and was saying she, might come through with a big donation. Now I ain't gonna, tell her business or whatever. If you was there on the stream, you can go back and watch the stream. But you know what I'm saying? If she came through with what she came through with, that would help a lot, with what we got going on. And it would help set a lot of things in motion. It would help pretty much us to fast track what we doing, and then it'll help me with my day-to-day and everything else, and then we everybody will get broke off and everything else like that. So I would be happy in that instance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then say, okay, after that we didn't kick started everything. We didn't got our marketing promo game up. We out here. We got enough to go out here and travel and everything. We didn't flip the money over a couple times, 10 times, whatever. And we sitting on, some money that would help us out because now we ain't pressed to, me and Sir Zaku ain't gotta work overtime, but you ain't gotta work overtime. Hey, we can focus more on what we got going on, and then in turn, we got money in the bank. So if something ever does happen, we making money off of this, and we making money from our jobs, but we got enough money to where the bills is still paid and everything else like that. And I think that right there, people would be happy with that. I think being broke, you could be happy in being broke if you can accept that you can still go out there and get it because that money is relative. It's what you doing, is what your end goal with that money. If you get money just to ball and throw it at the straight John and trick off on females or what I'm saying, or ladies, go trick off on some men or whatever you doing and you doing things to try to get instant gratification, that's eventually that's gonna fade and your money gonna fade. But if you doing it for yourself, your family members, if you're trying to start a family, whatever the case may be, or you take care of your elders or whatever, that's the true happiness, is helping, being in a position not only to just help yourself, but to help other people around you. But being broke, and when you broke though, you ain't nobody happy broke. People that be saying that money can't buy happiness. Money can't buy you happiness. It can buy you instant gratification. But the people who say money can't buy happiness ain't made enough money yet. So
I mean, like, legit. I mean, all right. So I got a friend of mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't never got no money.
Oh man, he finna go back in though. Go ahead.
Ain't got his shit together. He ain't never got no money. Ain't got his shit together. And I'm like, he's a contractor's dream. He's good for 90 to 150 days worth of work. And then he's just done. I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck are you doing? You basically staying at a job long enough to get health insurance and then quitting. Like, and he's like, well, I got this going on, but you got time to do bullshit. You got time to, be wanting to do these frivolous things. I'm like, bro, just get a regular fucking job. And he's like, well, I want to do these things. I'm like, and it's like, well, like, I understand you want to do these things, man, but you got responsibilities, man. Like, he had his own place. Had to move back in with his mama. I'm like, again? Like, bro, you can't be living like this, man. Like, you're like 35. How long you think this shit is gonna last where you're gonna be able to constantly come home, man? I mean, no.
Yep.
I'm like, I mean, you need to get his shit together, but like, the problem is that like, so like I don't like he ain't, his line of credit is torn with me. He ain't getting no damn money. Other people, they still get him. I'm like, have he paid you back yet? Like, nah. Like, why the fuck is you giving out basically fucking loans to this man when you got responsibilities? You got things you need to handle.
Yeah.
I understand y'all been friends since the sandbox or whatever, but you have, like, dude, you have responsibilities to what's going on in your life. All right. It is, I understand you want to help him, but you giving him money, it just leads into a vicious circle. He asks you for money, you give it to him, he blows it on bullshit. He's back at your door asking you for more money. And here's the worst part is that he know he can get it. Because he gonna be doing the same shit. I'm like, dude, like, I'm kind of like, he need to grow up. Because I'm like,
there you go.
I'm like, dude, you older than me, but like, I have more maturity than you. Like, he want to buy bullshit.
Though, bro.
I'm like, dude, like, you can't be giving him money no more. Because I'm like, the more you keep doing this shit, the more he keep coming back. He don't have his shit together.
That's just a funny quote though to me. They say money don't buy happiness, but what does being broke buy? You know what I'm saying? That's
I'm
real.
like,
It's real.
I mean, for him, like him being broke is he able to go back home to his mama and shit, and like I'm like seriously, like
Yeah, but us being broke may see, but that's what I'm saying. See, but that's why it's funny to me.
like it's gonna be a hard time for him. He gonna have a harsh dose of reality when his mama passed. I guarantee you, because you can't come back here now, especially if she don't leave this house. Because like I don't think she going to. Because I'm like he's continually shown that he gonna be like this old lady I used to know. She used to live on my street. She had this nice ass house. Every year, gave away full size Snicker bars. Eventually, she passes away, leaves the house to her daughter.
Yeah.
Her daughter had that house all of like less than 6 months.
Damn.
She couldn't manage it. She wasn't paying bills, and they ended up repossessing the damn house.
And that house, she probably grew up in that house.
Exactly, and she lost that fucking house. And I'm like,
just because her mama was gone.
Yeah, I'm like, you was always able to come back here and rely on mom to handle everything, and you never once bothered to learn how to handle shit on your own. You always expected her to be around to take care of you. Yeah, that has an expiration date. We may not know when or how it's gonna happen, but that expiration date is there somewhere. So I'm like, he need to get his shit together, and because I'm like, his mama ain't getting no younger. He got responsibilities. I'm like, if I was his mama, I wouldn't leave him in that fucking house. I'm like, no. His ass losing in 6 months or less.
Ooh.
I'm like, the house might be paid for and whatever, but you still got to pay utilities. You got to pay your taxes on it. If he can't do that, what the fuck is he doing?
And what you talking about right now, it just put people up on game about there's all the other responsibilities. Like, yeah, it's cool to be out on your own, but then again, I still say that don't mean to discourage nobody, because being out on your own and all that, but it's good, huh?
I mean, I'm not trying to discourage nobody from being out on your own. It's just that like you. One of the few things I learned quickly, like when I got my own house, you got responsibility. Shit has to be paid for, both really. Like, you don't want to be trying to call the fucking, fucking Emerson Electric or fucking whoever or Ameren UE whenever, hey, your bill is past due. That shit ain't good for you. You need to pay that shit before. Your credit card, like
juggling and juggle the mugs though. I ain't gonna stop it. Sometimes, man, hey,
I
pay the mugs off in full just to put yourself in the binds.
I know, like there's been some times I'm like,
man, you got to connect the dots. Sometimes, hey, I give you half, give you the other half. They ain't gonna cut it off. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm like, if you're doing that at the very least, I understand. But there's some people that are like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for my bill to get past due, and then I'm gonna pay it. Like,
yeah, I feel you. And them the people that we talk to now, like, get up off your ass.
Like, pay your fucking bills and quit complaining about shit. I pay all my bills before they are due. I don't do that shit of it's past due. I need to pay. No. Fuck that noise.
See, now that's why you ain't got no tolerance for it, because you just said it. You
I don't need them.
You pay all your stuff on off and be done with it.
I don't want to be having them trying to cut my shit off while I'm working. Like, that's embarrassing as fuck. Like, you can't work from home right now because, your phone is tied to your internet, so you can't fucking work. Yeah. Okay? So that's embarrassing to have to call your boss and tell him, hey, I didn't pay my bill, so I can't work right now. That shit is embarrassing, and it's like, that makes them not want to trust you. So now you got to bring your ass back to work in the office. Yep. And I'm like, I ain't trying to do that. Ooh. And I'm like, I got responsibilities and shit. Like, yeah, there are some things that I want to do.
Yeah.
But like, I look at like certain things. Like, wait a minute, do I really, really need to buy this shit right now, or can I wait for a sale? I got some coupons. I'm gonna use them. I'm like, some people look at that shit and go like, oh, that's embarrassing, using coupons. Nigga, I got money.
Shit, nothing wrong in Burson with using coupons, boy, or food stamps or none of that now.
Yeah, like I go to
that's gone now, man, because people go couponing.
Yeah, I'm like shit. I go to fucking White Castles and be like, I'm only gonna get me a 10 sack. Shit, I'm about to get 20 burgers for the price of a 10 sack. And it's like how? Like, I got a coupon here. Straight get up to the window. I'm like, y'all know this shit is given away in your fucking mail every month, right?
Yeah.
Use it. The shit works.
You're gonna get the deal. You're gonna get a deal.
Like Burger King be having them deals up in there, be like, oh, you spend $12, you get 2 Whoppers, 2 Whopper Juniors, 4 fries, and 4 drinks. Be like $15, $16 or whatever. I'm like, bro, that is, you can feed some people with that. What the fuck?
I feel like they're just self-explanatory, man. Being broke don't buy nothing.
I'm like, shit, even when you got money, keep doing like how you was when you was broke.
Like
right?
you broke.
And like you will always have money because I'm like, wait a minute. Some people get money and they're like, okay, well, I want to buy that shit. Like, man, you want to look around. Like, you need to look around and like look at like different deals before you buy bullshit. Like, you might find that like, oh yeah, you bought these shoes over here and you paid full price for them. When you could have gone online, you could have waited a week, and you would have got them at half or less.
True.
Brand new. Like, come on.
You could have waited for at least a week and a half or a week or 2 weeks.
And you would have got them, and you would have only paid half.
And ain't no wrong with that, bro.
I'm like,
I feel like, shoot, ain't no wrong if you got it to spend it going. I mean, because some people got it like that.
If you got it like that, money. But like I got some people that, they get their paycheck and they start buying bullshit. Like,
they blow it before they even pay their bills. Like, I'm big on, let me pay these bills right now. I'm big on, let me pay it right now.
Like, ridiculous. Like, I got one coworker, she get her check, she start buying bullshit, and then now all of a sudden, hey, I gotta do DoorDash tonight. Like, because you want to? No, because I have to. Bills got to get paid. Like, man, you do not have your shit together. Like, I'm like, nah, dude. Like, I got a friend that she does DoorDash, right? And like, she does DoorDash and Uber, and she be like, she just be making money. She loves it when it's a fucking holiday weekend, when it's normal and shit. Her ass be like, yeah, like she'll do fucking like Uber for like 3 days. Like, it was like 2 years ago, she did Valentine's Day weekend. She did Uber for 48 hours.
She made a killing.
Dude, she got paid so much damn money. She like, I already took care of, like, with like the first day being done. She was like, yeah, I already took care of my bills this month. Like, the second day is probably gonna take care of, next month and maybe half of the next one. I'm like, bruh.
Man, some people gotta move with their money like that. I feel like ain't no wrong with living how you live as long as you can just put it back into the pot.
Yeah, like she was like, she would like do that. She'd be like, all right, I'm taking that Monday off because I need to sleep. Because she's like, yeah, I'm working basically Friday to fucking Sunday afternoon. And then she was like, I'm taking Monday off just to sleep.
Eat how you want to eat, dress how you want to dress.
And she was like, yeah, I got money to do shit now. And she's like constantly just doing this. And I'm like, I understand. Like, she like doing what she has to do. But like some people,
when you become broke, bro. It's only a problem when you become you broke with it. You gotta go. You go buy the newest shoes, but you broke, and now you gotta start begging your auntie for some money.
Yeah, like that's the shit I can't stand. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, that's
like, what are you doing?
Become a problem. Which lead me into saying this: balancing your life with your passion is important for creatives. Because I feel like they both go hand in hand, actually. Because I feel like if you already living actually and walking in 10 toes down, walking in what you and what your passion is, then that goes without saying that just like Zone kind of said earlier, like he had to find a way to keep mashing on the games and doing that on the interviews, but he found the time around that to still connect with me, connect with you, connect with other folks around what he doing. Because if you don't, sometimes, man, you'll be shutting out everybody.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even be making friends. You wouldn't even be making friends with nobody or nothing if you just. But balancing your life with your passion though, like that goes hand in hand for me, because my life is what I'm doing. You know, like that is my passion. Me making music, that go hand in hand.
And it's something that you want to do, yeah. Because
Yeah.
it's like, you ain't nobody making you do this. You want to do it.
Right. I'm about to say I'm not forcing it. I'm not like it's not like I feel like I'm being forced to do it.
No, you're doing it because this is what you want to do, and that's good. Because it's like some people like, how I put this, like some people only doing some of the things that they doing, like with streaming. Because like
Yeah.
I got people that's like, oh yeah, I'm doing streaming. I'm like, do you enjoy it? You're like, no. I'm like, then
why
why
you
are
doing
you doing it? He's like, man, I'm making money and stuff. I understand that, but but you ain't happy with it.
Wow.
You're like, no, like, I'm like, man, if you're not happy with it, then why you doing it?
And I'm gonna say this too, and being and streaming, it's a grind when you doing it every day. But at the same time, like I said, bro, it's worth it because now I'm starting to see the fruits of the labor. We you know what I'm saying? And then it's like you still got to take time though. You can't just do it because people crash out. And when you crash out, then you don't want to do it no more. It's like, nah, sometimes you got to take a deep breath. If as long as you putting something out once a day, you ain't got to stream for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours at a time.
Yeah.
You can stream for just an hour or two a day and then go on, make sure you go outside, make sure you work out, make sure you go, talk to your people, make sure you spend time with your girl or your kids or whoever.
That's balance right there.
And some people don't do that. They just want to like they want their instant success, and I'm like, you can't do that.
Barbershop talk. You ain't lying.
Like I tell people, like
this another one right here though. What you tell people what, bro?
I tell people like success ain't gonna be an instant. You gonna have to work at it. Like I wish stuff was instant success, be a lot easier, but then everybody would be able to do it. So it's like no, it's the way it needs to be.
Facts. It facts. Because if you're not about to put that work in, if you're not about to make the sacrifice that to get to where you need to be, then but at the same time you got to make sure you live life in between there too. Because you can't let it consume you to where you're not taking care of your business or doing what you need to do.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to step. I mean, but I feel like for some people, I see it like some people like make it just look easy. They make that YouTuber life look easy.
But it'd be a lot of work though.
Yeah,
it'd be a lot of work that's what we don't see. We see
they're starting to weed out the fake now though. I'm talking about the people who paying for views or. And they've been starting to weed them out. So man, now you just seeing the people or the people that who was doing certain things to get what they was getting to make it look high like it was looking. You just can feel when it's real. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
And you gonna see who cutting through the noise, not just because sometimes I think because of the algorithms, or sometimes it's gonna be because the people choose, and you gonna see it. Because there's been a few cats lately, like I just been stumbling across that I'm just not seeing now. It's like, damn, and then when you go look and see how long they've been at it, it's like, damn, this nigga's been doing shit since 09. This page been up since 09. But now you see, like, yeah, now they getting everything that they deserve. This niggas been cracking me. I was like, okay. This another one, man, that I overheard. What if what you love to do don't make no money? Do you put it to the side and focus on what makes the money, or do you keep grinding and find a way to turn the things you're passionate about into a profitable business? Hey,
I mean, that's.
I mean,
I mean, I
for
mean, go ahead,
what?
Hayes. Go ahead, go ahead, Hayes. No, it's all about, man, like finding the things that you like to do,
Cause it's
and
like a
then
head
looking.
scratcher. Cause it'd be hard for some people. It's like, hey,
No, but it really ain't, because it's just putting yourself, like, I'm gonna just tell you like this. Like, I sold them 2 t-shirts. I thought it was gonna be a thing that I was gonna have to like really, sink a whole bunch of money into, but I found, Teespring. I put the designs up there,
yeah,
and folks start, even before then, like, people wanted to support it, in the physical. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
was like, we
yeah,
ain't even trying to wait on, um, we trying to get it
yeah.
now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm looking at it like, you build it, they'll come. You
Yeah,
gotta make sure
indeed.
that you putting everything on Front Street. You gotta make sure that you putting everything in a place where everybody can see it. You gotta make sure you have all your ducks in a row. Like, Hayes been getting on me about getting them
Oh,
the
yeah.
business cards, but I've been like, okay, I gotta make sure I got it. I got everything everywhere, to where when I do when I do get them business cards and I do get them posters and stuff like that, I got the podcast on the streaming services. I
Yeah.
got the website. Which is all coming, by the way. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I got everything set up.
But you're doing it, bro, and it's going like this. You heard me?
Yeah. So that's what
Climbing
I'm
up.
saying.
It's
That's
climbing
what I'm
up.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, here I'm finna come back, because I wanted to make sure we was uniform. But yeah, so the point is, you gotta set up there, and you gotta, like you were saying earlier about the goals. I feel like I hit the goals, because I said, okay, I'm gonna bring I'm in this predicament. I'm working, but I gotta come back, and I gotta get the channel up to where people tuning in. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah.
thing is, gotta get it, gotta get some programming. Other than just can't be me all day.
Mm-hmm.
Plus I see my guys grinding. Well, we had already, Sir Zaku has started up the show, and then I had put a pin in it, and then I was like, let's go ahead. We sat down, me, you, and Breezy, let's bring it back. And then that turned into, me and Hayes had been kicking the can around him doing the You Ain't Lying podcast for years. It was just perfect timing. And then we had
Yeah.
that other podcast that, it was a good fit when it was a good fit, but it crashed and burned. And then, you know what I'm saying? But we tried it, and things happened, and we move on, and then Tales of a Simp came along, because I was doing just a one little story, and then I said, no, let's make this into a podcast. Let's make this to a,
Make this
slash
work out.
live
You
stream.
feel me?
Yeah. So, and then we just now we bringing the interviews back. That was where it started. I was doing the interview. I said, let me bring interviews over here to YouTube. So it's like, now I got the different clips that's in the archive from before. Now I'm
Yeah.
starting to set up new interviews and stuff now. So it's all kind of happening, you know what I'm saying? And it's going up, because I had a plan, and then I started executing. I had bumps in the road. I lost videos. Um,
But do
my
you feel
my
like it only becomes something when you've been doing something for so long and it's not making no money? Because if you're doing something that you love to do and it's not making no money for 20 years, do you say go on, all right, now go on, give it up, player, because it ain't making you no money,
no,
or
because you see
do
people.
you just go for another 20 years?
Well, you see people, like I always say, like, it took it took uh it took Ross 10 years to get on in the game. It took 2 Chainz 15 years to get on in the game. It took 52 Savage 30 years to get on in the game. He was a staple, DJing and producing and mixing, mastering, engineering stuff in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And he told me, he say, Zone, I don't know if I should say it, but no, he said in the interview, he said, bro, I turned down $6 million for Pressure, just a single.
Yeah.
$6 million, because he said, bro, it ain't even about the money to me, because I done seen everybody that come up here and got signed for all that money, and then they got dropped, and then after that, you don't hear from them again.
Yeah.
Whereas I can still pick up bags all up and around Texas, Alabama, Atlanta. I can go all these different places, and I'm gonna still get the same love, respect, and money, and I own everything. So
Yeah.
if I sell this hit, and I had this hit, yeah, I'm a big artist in the mainstream, but then I'm gonna be a one-hit wonder. Whereas I could take my time and figure out my business. I could take all this money I made, save it, sit on it. You
Well,
know
he
what
can
I'm
just
saying?
make that. He can make that plus more.
Exactly. If you getting offered that, so
Yeah.
it's all about it's the long game. You're
It's,
not gonna always
you
pop
in it
up.
for the long haul, man.
Exactly. So, and if this is something that
If
you
it
love
don't
to
work the
do,
first 20 years, do it the next 20 years. But
yeah,
that don't mean stay the same. That
no,
means
you
try to elevate and figure out new ways.
Yep.
Because that's
evolve,
where you real. Go
get
ahead.
yourself together, evolve, get yourself together, cause see me, once I get through taking care of my business, I'm gonna put every dollar and every cent back in, whether, like I say, if a old girl come through and drop that money on us today, or if it take me another year or two, I'm fine with it because I'm gonna already have my situation together. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm gonna already be straight financially. So it's like you're not doing it when you doing it strictly for the money, it's not gonna come. But if you passionate and it's slowly, like I look at like my boy O'Shea Du Jackson, right? I look at him and I saw he just had a camera and a microphone and a computer. Now he got staff. He dropped 2-3 videos a day. You know what I'm saying? He didn't put on Kevin Samuels. He didn't put on different people in the manosphere and everything else like that, making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. You know what I'm saying? And he take care of all his people, make sure he pay everybody, and you know what I'm saying? He make a decent amount of money to where he can support himself. Like, and he in medical school too. So it's like he finna graduate medical school, and now he's gonna be, be able to he's gonna be a doctor. But at the same time, he making so much money doing the business that he ain't even got to set foot into a hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now when that's over with, he gonna be able to really, expand the business. And he got people in Africa. So it's like, and this is a guy who, was a late bloomer. He had went to school, came out of school later, went to post back later, graduated, you know what I'm saying? Then, he'll tell you his
Just in it
money
for the
went right.
long haul, man. You just in it for
Yeah.
the long haul, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
So, this is what it takes. And
It's
a lot of
another
people,
one.
yeah, go
What?
ahead.
No, nothing.
This
I'm about to
this what
say,
it takes.
yeah, it's definitely gonna take a little bit more, man, than maybe 10 years or maybe 20, but you're gonna have to keep going 30, 40, 50.
Even after you make it,
And
because you can make it in 2 or 3 years. Because I feel like where we at in the next couple of years, we gonna be up there. We already, like I said, when I saw that we hit the algorithm we hit that algorithm, and I saw, and then Hayes looked at it and he saw because at first I'm like, man, yeah, we can't be on the same. We just can't be on it. My mind playing tricks on me. I'm sitting at the light like this can't be life. We didn't got on the algorithm. So Hayes said I went and looked to see if you was capping. And I saw right before we went online, he like, yeah, bro, I saw it. I was like, oh, okay,
it's
cool.
confirmed. I see.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like, all
Same
right, cool.
man. You want me to confirm it?
So, but that's what I'm saying. So it's just like you gotta decide, and you gotta be happy with where you at. Also, why you gotta be content where you at by being happy on where you going. Because when you get there, that's when you still gotta put the work in after you get there.
Ooh, even
You know
more.
what I'm saying?
Even
more.
more.
Yeah.
When you think like now we smooth, easy going, but when you actually got some eyeballs on you and it's going, nigga, you gotta keep going even harder.
Even harder.
That would maybe two man that want to ask y'all, when dealing with social media, is there a such thing as showing too much, or you know, or just being too private?
I think it's showing too much when you're doing it when you're trying to be transparent. I think it's good because you basically are letting people know what's up with you, so people can't come back or double back and say, Hayes used to do whoop de whoop back in the day, but Hayes already told you that he did whoop de whoop back in the day,
Right.
or some Sarazaku, you know what I'm saying? He got into a fist fight with a bunch of Yakuzas outside the bar one day. He was coming in the Central West End, and he stepped on one of their feet by accident, and then it was on and cracking, and he knocked all of them out in 15 minutes.
Right.
And but they arrested him because it was more, I'm just hypothetically, you know what I'm saying, or Zone did this that.
No, I about to say, well,
saying,
I ain't speaking hypothetically. Yeah, you damn right. I'm not showing too much. I still don't even like showing a lot of stuff, like my kids and stuff like that. Like I do it sometimes like that, but I don't know. Like I'm still like a private dude. I ain't really. I feel like certain stuff is still just meant to be shown, and certain stuff is meant to be not even talked about or even shown.
Yeah,
for the public for sure. And I don't, all the showing the guns or showing wherever you at. Like I ain't really trying to do all that. And it's not that nothing's going on. I just be like, nah, man, certain stuff is just meant to be that. Like certain people don't mind showing you their home, their cars, their jewelry, their clothes, their everything. Me, like I don't really get off of all that. But some people they that's what they do and that's what they feed off of. So
yep. I feel like it's a balance, and I feel like it's like The Weeknd told you that he was on drugs, right? So can't nobody use that against The Weeknd. The Weeknd told you he was sleeping with different people's chicks, and we found out he was.
Social media and people showing you too much, or people being
but
too private.
he ain't got it. That's what I'm saying. It's a line because like okay, The Weeknd told you that he can't feel his face with him. I mean he didn't he didn't use the whole bag of that dust.
But I bet
you know what I'm
if
saying.
You go to his social media, he's not on there sniffing cocaine on social media.
No, but he told you he ain't gotta show you.
You only gonna see nothing but professional probably things on his page.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, he's
not showing you anything.
No, he ain't showing it, but he told you though.
He told you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying he got. It's a difference between telling and showing. If I tell you something and I'm like Charlemagne always say, live your truth so nobody can use it against you. Charlemagne told you that, okay, I had a little situation at a birthday party and this is what happened. Then they tried to come back on him and say he did something, but he really didn't. You know what I'm saying? He already told you, so he ain't had to show you the paperwork and this was the affidavit and this, that, and the third. He showed you that. You know what I'm saying? Who else showed you? Lil Wayne. He sipped lean. He told and showed you that. So we never did really get on. We got on him because we didn't want to lose him. We didn't want him to die. You know what I'm saying? But
he told you whatever's in his cup, you already know.
Exactly. So I feel like it's a fine line. You don't want to have like MTV Cribs where you just in your house all day and out on your front porch or whatever. Because you're right. You can show too much, like with Nelly in his first house, right? That was out there in Lake of St. Louis. Not the mansion, but the other house he had when he first got on and he bought. And everybody started coming to his house. He had showed his real crib. Everybody else, they was going and basically renting the crib out and putting all their memorabilia and clothes and everything else in the crib. And and they was getting different color car. It was the same car, but they was renting a different car, and certain cars was theirs. Like, you know, Luda had the little DTP mobile or whatever that he had or whatever, but it was other people cars. It wasn't they cars that they was driving around in. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different thing. But you're right though. Hey, people can't show too much because, like, you know, shoot, we saw like what's the girl that was with Stevie J? You know, they had the little thing that leaked, the little tape that. What's the girl that he was with before? What's her name? You know her name.
But
It wasn't Jocelyn. It was the other girl. And then they
everybody, man, on
decided.
social media is showing everything, man. Even Jay-Z and Beyonce, like you will see a picture of his whole family on there, but you're not really seeing them in the crib. Like
Yeah.
you ain't seeing him walk through his crib, showing you his crib or showing you his cars. Like he ain't doing no Floyd Mayweather shit.
Or Drake. When Drake walked through it, I was like, damn.
Hey, Drake wanted you to see his crib though.
Yep.
But that may strike a stroke some people egos, man. That might make them feel big for Drake to say that he got his house built like that.
I don't need people looking at my crib.
They let the TV cameras come in, huh?
Yeah, I don't need all that.
Hey, even academics. He bought that crib, man, and what did he do?
He showed it to everybody.
He went and took a little picture and had to tell you, I bought it cash.
Yep. Then he walked through the house and showed you what he had. He walked to the backyard, showed you that he had the backyard. He walked. He was showing you. He was putting it on. I mean, you know, some people. Yeah, it's motivation.
And the fact that you show too much. But is you showing? I mean, but you're showing it for motivational purposes, right?
And promotional purpose, because people want to see you. People want to see us in the. We talked about it when the quarantine. People want to see us in a You Ain't Lying studio or studio, and with the lights and everything else going with a production. They want to see
you may have your people who don't want to just see it like this, and they love this type of style with it.
But they gonna want to see it. They want to see the progression. They want to see us come through. You got 10 chains on or whatever with a big block of money, and then I got the games or whatever. I got the PlayStation 5 kicks on with a white and blue. What's the name of sitting on some blue and white? What's the name of with the lights in there? Then you flip the TV down and there's a PS5. Yeah, you got a matter of fact, you got a console. You got a PS5 in the dash. And then you flip the little switch and it cut on and all. They want to see all of that because they want to see it. They want to see me with a iced out PlayStation chain on. With the, they want to see me with all of it on. They want to see me with the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on. They want to see that
iced out PlayStation chain.
Yeah,
the same size as the actual joystick.
Yeah. And I'm walking around. Matter of fact, it's an iced out joystick. I could just go ahead and plug it up and start playing the game with it. But it's got diamonds on.
You giving too much to see. Now there you go. You just gave the sauce out. No, hey. No, man, the trademark, man. We got it right here first, man. If one of you cats out here rocking an actual size charm of the controller that's real that you can actually play with. We gonna run this back.
Yeah, they not gonna run it all the way back.
They not gonna soldier boy you, bro. They not gonna soldier boy you.
And we be walking around with it, and then the cold part about it is you can use your phone you can play the controller on your phone because you can put,
You're giving out too much sauce.
But they want us.
What? Go ahead.
But people want to see you succeed. It's only when you when you end up being a D bag that they want to see you lose. You know what I'm saying? Like we seen in the Joe situation, people want to see Joe lose because they feel like he was a jerk. But when you win it, like
came out, what you think about that? What y'all think about Olivia Dope coming out, man? That's going. Hey, what y'all think about that?
Sir,
she came out and they time stamped what she had to say in her feelings. Sir Zaku, man, what you gotta say about it?
I mean, if you put it out there, people gonna run with it, and some people gonna take it as at face value of what you said, and that's gonna be that.
Yeah.
Now he came out and said what he said, that he was out of pocket, because I didn't think he
But
was
did y'all
being.
actually see the timestamps and did y'all listen
Yeah,
to
I
what he
seen
had
I
to
seen
say?
it, and it was just a case of he thought he was being too
Because it was
cool.
clean how they fixed it, though. It was super clean.
He was just being too cool, bro.
I
To
would
where
never thought all
you
that. Look, I would never thought that even happened from the way they even edit that joint.
yeah, but I'm telling you,
Watching it,
hey,
bro, you would not think that even transpired, man. I swear.
I'm
Just
telling you, hey,
crazy. I was like, wow. Like when she was calling out the timestamps and what had happened in between, it was just like, wow. Like I wouldn't even
well,
tripped off that probably, man.
Hayes, I'm telling you, it was just a simple fact of, and I'm not discounting or shooting him no bail or nothing like that, but it was just a thing of he was doing too much with somebody that he was playing too much with somebody that he didn't know like that. You
Yep.
can't play with certain women if it's your girl or your wife, you know what I'm saying, or a chick you
Friend.
messing with, a friend. Like
Right.
you can mess with somebody like that on that level. Like I had female friends that I can mess with on that level. They'll mess with me on that level. But it's just like, you know, it's just like, hey, you gotta you gotta read the room and measure the
Yeah.
temperature before you
Mm-hmm.
jump out there like
They
that.
even showed, I even seen the clip because on the podcast when she pointed out when she got up and gave him a hug.
And he was
I
sitting there humping the air, basically.
I seen that clip. Somebody actually uploaded the actual clip, not what they showed on the podcast, but they showed the actual full clip of when he did it. And I was like, wow.
Yep, it was.
Man,
I said,
people gotta
wow.
watch the way they put themselves in situations, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, luckily, like he got right out in front of it. They all attempted to try to reach out to her, and
He
he tried
did.
to
He
rectify
did.
the situation.
He did
But
jump in front of it.
and so I'm not seeing nobody. She not finna take no legal action. Ain't
Hey,
nobody gonna take no legal action on it. So it's been said, it's been put
is
out there.
Rory and Maul podcast going to be on the Joe Budden Network or TV?
No,
I know.
they
I
not
know.
finna do nothing. They not
I
finna do
know.
nothing with that man.
I know,
Period.
man. It's just funny. Because
Yeah.
I think that.
Well, they ain't announced no show. They just somebody made a logo and they posted it just to
Yeah,
see how
I
many
was going to say
people.
that too. I didn't really see them say a show was coming, but
They might
people
as
just,
well. If they
yeah.
smart, they would do it. I mean, if they were smart, they would do it for real, for real. But I mean, time will tell if they can build a show all on their own that they running, that they get in the bag for, that and then maybe they'll see what Joe talking about. But I feel like Joe should have cut them in on whatever talks, whatever deals that was being made. It needed to be on the table and it needed to be in front of them. If somebody come and say, look, we finna give you 10 million for the Beats and Bits Podcast Network. We're gonna let you own everything. Y'all best believe y'all gonna be in the room, and it's like, okay, y'all agree on this number. This person gonna get this person gonna get this. This is the overhead. This is the money or whatever that I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna have to be the person running around and doing everything and
You just going
whatever,
to bust
making
it
sure.
down, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
You
yeah.
ain't
So
going to
who
be
gonna
on
get
what
what?
they on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody gonna be there. It's like, no, everybody gonna be here. Everybody gonna be in the contract. Everybody
No, I
getting
was
the
just
right
saying, because,
career.
man, I just seen how that happened. That was already going. Then old girl come with what had happened to her. And then it was just
Man,
like,
when it
that
rains,
could have
it
ended
pours.
badly. Yeah, you're right. Because you see what's going on with Tip and Tiny right now. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
That could have started a whole train for but maybe another chick could have came out, then another. But luckily, like you say, he jumped in front of it. He apologized to Rory Maul, then he apologized about what happened with the old girl. But that just goes to show you that boy got tested real quick in front of the whole world. Like, oh,
what you gonna do? Hey, what you gonna do? Hey, what you gonna
Hey, and that brings me to hey, it's another one right here, bro. You don't have to like something 100% to support it.
Yeah.
Is that true or false?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because you can say, because it could be something, a brand, or maybe something from someone that you know personally that you don't really, rock with like that. But you support it because it's your people and you just like what they standing for with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you share it to somebody else, to the next person, to get them to rock with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What y'all feel about that?
Yep. I mean, I do it all the time because it'll be people that what you call them, that I'll listen to or I'll rock with, and I may not be
brand or a certain
all the time. Like I'll shout people out, man, if they got something. I'm not about to be like, okay, well, I'm only gonna support. I got to be all invested.
Maybe we should clarify that up a little bit more, because you don't have to like something 100% to support it. But I feel like I'm not just gonna support it just to be on some D ride though. Like that was like I'm not just gonna be supporting you. Like it's different if this my man's and he just met and I like what you do, but as I'm saying this right now, it made me feel like, are you even obligated to just feel something just because it's somebody you know or somebody you rock with? Because I feel like if it's something that you don't like, you're not gonna support it no way. But if it's most likely something, a certain brand or a certain game that you might play that maybe you don't like this game, but you support the actual brand, what the game stands for.
Like a perfect example. I like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, right? Hold on. Lauren say I was just watching the Joe Budden and Olivia Doe clip just on here. But I was just saying that I love Modern Warfare. Black Ops, I got a love-hate relationship with, because it's the first it ain't the first next gen, because this is cross gen with Call of Duty. But I like Call of Duty as a whole, right? Certain games I like more than others. I like Modern Warfare, so hopefully they probably gonna do a WW2, a World War II this time, and then they're gonna come back with another Modern Warfare. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But who knows? We gonna see. I like it when Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward do theirs. Treyarch, they cool. They always have a better single player than the other two. But with the multiplayer, it was kind of like it don't feel the same. I'm not busting folks up like I usually do.
But you still play it, but you don't really necessarily like it like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but I'm not in love with it. With Modern Warfare, I was playing.
It's a little bit different when it comes to music and games and stuff like that, and clothes and stuff like that. Well, it's pretty much probably the same. Well,
yeah, probably I mean, it's certain artists like.
I'm not rocking no clothes I don't like just to rock it. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be like, yeah, I like this shirt. Like this shirt ugly, but I'm gonna just rock it because my cousin made it.
Yeah, I mean, no. Well, I mean, I would in certain instances like that. I would, because it's support. Or even if I bought it and gave it to somebody else, I'm gonna still support my people doing something positive. I may not all the way agree with it or understand it or whatever. As long as they ain't doing nothing devilish or promote no shooting, killing, and dealing, then I'm cool with it. Like I'd rather you be a YouTuber, or I'd rather you sell cakes and pies, and I'd rather you do something constructive, and I'm gonna support it. It been people that
might not like this pie 100%, but you gonna shoot this motherfucker just because your cousin made it.
Yeah, and then they could always get better. That's the other part.
You're right.
They can always get better. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no it's no limit to their potential. Now, if they keep being trashed, then it's like, okay, bro, yeah, bro, you gotta slow down, you gotta rethink this. Because, it's just
But
like
you
with
know what?
me.
But that's only up to you to tell your people that too. It's up to you to tell your people that, hey, look, man, I like this what you don't like and that's what you like. But but that's on how they gonna take it. Cause some people might take your advice as you hate or you know what I'm saying? Some people take advice as you hate.
Mm-hmm. For real. Some people gonna take advice as you hating, but some people, if they really support you, then I feel like if it's hating when they don't support you from the real. I feel like it's hating when they don't purchase your product or they don't watch your show and they don't, you know what I'm saying? They not really into what you know what I'm saying? They not into what you got going on. They just got criticism. They not even trying to understand it. They not even trying to uh you know what I'm saying? They not even trying to. They just coming through just just judging. They just coming through hating and judging just because. And that's where I feel like that's where the hate comes in and it's the unconstructive criticism comes in. Because you can support it and then give me feedback on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I was starting to rap back in the day, I was trash until I found my pocket. I know I may not be able to give you these metaphors and similes and double line entendres like Hayes can
Triple,
do it.
quadruple entendres. Nah.
Yeah, but I can give you a hit song. I can give you something that's
Yeah,
gonna
right.
stay up in your head and stay with you. You
You
know
know
what I'm
your
saying?
lane.
Yeah. So and I might could get better and then come through and out
You
rap
get better
everybody.
with
Who knows?
time, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So it's like,
You done got better with time, so it's all good.
yeah. So it's like, man, that's the difference between hating and constructive criticism, and that's the difference between supporting and then not supporting.
Yeah.
I mean, either people gonna support you or they not.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that has always been a thing that I have seen with people. They're like, "Oh, I support you," and it's like, you do, but you don't.
Yeah, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, people, man. And you know the difference between the people who really rock with you, and but that's kind of what I'm saying though. It's like if I rock with you, that means everything you do, I'm a support it, right? But that's what I'm saying. Like you don't have to necessarily even know what it is, because nowadays the form of support might come on social media. Somebody might have a little business going on, or in our case, we mashing sharing content. Do we expect family, friends, and the unknown to just go in and share, or you might have your little certain group of people who gonna lock in with you, and whatever you throw up on the board, they gonna like it, they gonna share it, they gonna kind of like how man I do with certain people. It's like no matter what they put up, I'm gonna rock with it at a certain point because I know what you're doing and what you stand for.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't even about. It's about the mission. It ain't even about what you. If I like the song, yeah, nigga, the song cool because nigga, I know it's you.
Mm-hmm.
We
Facts.
or your brand is you, and I rock with you. So yeah, nigga, I'm gonna share whatever you doing.
Exactly.
So it's bigger than just looking at it like, yo, or picking out certain things that I like and I don't like. But some people do that. You know what I'm saying? Because some people,
Oh
everybody not
yeah.
gonna like everything. Everybody not gonna like everything we do or everything I do. Everybody not gonna like every song, every this and that. So they got the
Mm-hmm.
right to pick through the litter and rock with what they want to rock with.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hey, the importance of a long time, man. And what's that about to y'all? In y'all mind when I say the importance of a long time?
Well, I done had probably too much a long time. So I need, I done had too, but it's important though
Well, when I say a
because
long time, bro, I mean it like detaching, like kind of like how we just say, like, yeah, you mashing, but the importance of a long time and kind of just sitting, chilling with yourself, you know.
mm-hmm.
Is it hard to do after a while or what?
Well, with me, I say, sometimes it's just like sometimes it's hard because you don't want to put you the mash. You don't want to take your foot off the gas. So, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's kind of hard sometimes, but sometimes it's like tomorrow I'm gonna have an interview plan. I may upload something, may not upload something. Might just let the podcast upload. Then when the
Okay, but if
interview
you don't,
upload,
what you gonna do in between that time though? That's what I'm saying.
well, tomorrow
You're
I
not
gotta,
gonna stream
yeah.
on a game, and you gonna lay there, or you gonna watch TV, or you gonna listen to a song.
Well, I
I'm
mean, I'm
saying,
gonna tell
what you
you,
gonna do? Is you gonna
that's
read a book?
yeah. Well, see, that's a
Or you
little
gonna go
bit
get something to eat?
that's
I mean, I'm just
showing
saying.
more. That's showing and telling more than need to be told. Cause I might have something I need to go take care of, or I might be like you said doing all of that right there. Who knows?
Well, I feel like for
But
me, man, a long time would be exactly what it sounds like, away from the kids, or maybe your lady might be at the crib or she at work, and you just out riding real quick with no kids around.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Or you might go stop before you go get with everybody. You might stop and go get you something to grub on real quick, and you might eat it in the car just all by yourself real quick.
Yeah.
hmm
Then get to
Yep.
where you going.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, but that look 20 minutes right there might keep your little sanity real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You might be like, I'm
So
good.
for real, sometimes you need that little, that little time to you. And I feel like too, you got to give yourself mentally a break. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You got to give yourself a mental break too, a chill break. No pun intended, but you need a chill break.
yeah,
You
sir.
know.
I
hmm
did another classic episode on it, though.
Oh yeah, man, we
You
done did it
already know what
again.
this is. You Ain't Lying podcast, baby.
hmm
Oh, man, look, before we get out of here, though, I want to ask you, man, what you think about the Meek Mill and Rick Ross, man, the situation? Like, and do you think that they actually had a problem? You think Meek told Ross not to come over in his section, in his city?
Hell
Nigga,
yeah, I
don't
think
come
it's a
over here,
pro.
nigga. Oh, nigga, don't walk over here.
It is always a problem because Meek is one of them dudes that he got put on, and he start feeling himself. He started getting bigger than who he actually was, and that's why he didn't been putting a whole lot of music out instead of like putting some. He only put some out. Notice every couple of years because he started learning about the business. He got around, Jay-Z, and Jay-Z. Whenever you get around Rock Nation, they're gonna point out every little thing wrong, and the artist just gonna
Mm-hmm.
they gonna just jump at the chance to be, but you knew what the deal was before you signed it. Ross ain't held nobody hostage. He let
Well, Meek have been with
Stally
that
go.
man for 10 years, and maybe he ain't reaching, maybe
No,
if he was,
no man, you kept
he's
going to
probably still
jail,
under contract to do some more
man.
songs or some more
But
albums,
all
man.
then fulfill your contract. It's the
Then
difference
go by
between
your business, huh?
exactly because you don't see Wale. Wale ain't necessarily with MMG like that no more. But he still throw it up and rep it. He still shot it out sometimes. He still shout out
Yeah.
to Ross sometimes. He made songs about it sometimes. He say
Wow. He still do songs
Rose.
with him.
I'm just saying he still do songs with him. He still, they both have done songs with each other. So it's never been a thing. Stally left and they did a song together after he left. It's still, you know what I'm saying, you could leave Pill left right at the beginning, and you can
Mm-hmm.
still, you know what I'm saying, you can still be cordial when you leave. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying. Matter of fact, Ross, he made sure his whole clique ate off of, and they ain't even make them, they barely went gold. What was it, triple C's, custom cars and cycles or whatever.
But
Yeah,
they
custom
barely went
car,
gold.
they
Mm-hmm.
barely went gold, but
Hey, I'm just saying,
it
man.
they still all, and then Gunplay got him a solo deal, made him a couple of $1 million. You know what I'm saying? He over
Me
here.
personally, I don't think they got no damn problem. I seen that little
No, they
footage. I
got a
was like,
problem,
man,
bro,
I was
because
like,
he
man,
don't,
they reaching,
cause
man.
Ross,
Supposed to be reaching. Just because
no,
they seen Rick Ross go over there,
and they
man,
told him don't go, bro. If you tell me, and I'm the dude who put you on, we got to think about this real quick. Meek Mill kept messing up his trajectory by getting in trouble over and over again. It ain't like Boosie, where Boosie got jammed up at one time. Gucci got jammed up. Well, Gucci kept going in and out of jail too. But the thing with Gucci was every time he got out of jail, he got more hotter and more prolific. He kept getting
Yeah.
better with time. Meek,
His
all
last
he
time
did, bro, was sitting there. And I know we said we weren't gonna talk about Meek on this channel, but ever here we go. The point I'm saying is, and I'm making a video about this too, bro. You owe that man your whole career, bro. You got dropped when Ti
but
went to
how many people
jail.
have we seen that hooked up with some people, made it big, and moved on? See,
No, but it's a
you
way
ain't
you
saying that
move
to Lil
on,
Wayne
bro.
and Birdman.
But see, Lil Wayne and Birdman, it was different because Lil Wayne wanted to stay with Birdman and he wanted to renegotiate his contract. He never wanted to get away from Birdman. He had to get away from Birdman to make sure that Birdman said, you know what? We messed it up. We messed up the bag with Wayne. We can't mess up the bag with Wayne because he got us Drake and Nicki. You know what I'm saying? And they all still tied in to Cash Money to this day, even though they say on paper it's not, you know what I'm saying, but it's still all going through
But
YMCMB.
even on that new song with Nicki, Lil Wayne, and Drake, that Seeing Green, you heard Drake still saying the CMB.
Yeah,
He
that's what I'm
said
trying to tell you.
YMCMB.
That's what I'm saying, because you know they got it together. That's a difference between falling out. And then it's funny, Birdman ain't said nothing yet about that. But you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't be necessarily turning folks down when I make these videos, but because I could walk outside and do something flawed tomorrow. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying now is, though, it's a way that you exit. It's just like with us in our job. We can't go in there and cuss everybody out and say we want this, and this, and expect we gonna get it. No, you gonna stay here and work, or no, we gonna have security escort you up out this building. We
Mm-hmm.
not playing with you. We not playing with you. So
I
with
know.
Ross could be like, hey, bro, you gonna give me these albums, and I'm gonna let you off this thing. And if you keep playing, I'm not gonna let you off, and I'm not giving you your publishing back. I'm not giving you your masters back. You could make all the millions you want to do with Warren Buffett and old boy from the Eagles, and you could do all of that there, but you ain't gonna never own this music. You ain't gonna never have these masters. You ain't
And
gonna
I
never
always
own
said,
that.
man, Meek could be just as hot as Lil Durk right now
But he
if
just got
he
to put
was.
the music out. See, Lil Durk
Yeah.
put his music out. He was on Def Jam. Def Jam got scared because he kept getting in shootouts and fights and all of that.
Yeah.
So they dropped him. Now he got a deal with Alamo Records, which I forget what label that's a subsidiary for. But he hotter than Fist Grease. I bet you Def Jam wish they would have kept him now. I bet you they would have, that's why they signed did they sign? No, he was with King Von was with Empire, but Def Jam was trying to get him, and then Von was like, no. So Dirk was like, no. So my whole point to that is right there is you fulfill your contract, and then you get on from around. You move from around, you get from around, and
You just
Dirk, when
build your own, man.
Dirk took all the money he made and he bought gas stations down there in Atlanta. He bought what did he bought? He bought trucks. He got a trucking business. He got different stuff, and he built himself back up to where he could start getting some more money off of shows and stuff like that. Where he started doing all that stuff that he been doing, getting different deals and getting, investing in everything else like that. But he
Yeah.
still gotta go. He still gotta get in there and get in his booth and get the fans been waiting. We've been waiting. Put the music out and
That's
get
it.
off of there
That's
and do
it.
your thing. And
So
then
I
you
hope it
can.
ain't a problem, because if it is, you just said it, man. Just put the music out
For
and do what
real.
you gotta do to get up off the label, man. I was gonna say,
Yeah, man.
J. Cole signed a professional basketball deal with an African league. Did y'all see the first game, or did y'all even tap into it? Because I know
I ain't even. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it.
I seen I think I seen the clip, or I heard of a clip of him playing, and he gave like the little talk after and
Mm,
stuff like that. But me personally, no, I didn't see it myself. But sure, I think
mm,
basically he was already gearing up for this. Remember, he just dropped his shoes like a couple months ago.
yeah.
Then just the whole thing with the album with the basketball hoop and all that, and then he actually playing.
Mm-hmm.
In the African League. Come
Yep.
on, man.
Yep. And bro, but see, that's another person. He was with
That's going over
Jay-Z.
people's head right now.
He's still with Jay-Z. But see, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. He doing what he need to do. He keep getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And he keep getting paid and he keep performing. He's locked in on the music. Him and Jay-Z,
Guess
you know what
what?
I'm saying?
He private.
Exactly, that too.
Now what they comment, Jesse?
He said, Lawrence said, I remember all the situation, the MMG with MMG, Cash Money, and Young Money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's just everybody, you know, it goes around and around and around and around. But, you know, it's shoot. You got somebody, you got people over here like J. Cole, and then you got people over here like Meek Mill. You either gonna make it go out here and make it happen,
That's
or
a
you gonna
great
sit
move for
around
J.
and wait
Cole,
for it to
bro.
happen.
Just the whole rollout with the shoes, just the artwork for the music. Then you actually playing in a couple games in the African League over in. Come on, bro.
When the album drop, and drop off a couple freestyles before you go over there,
He did, and a documentary. Remember, he did a documentary.
and a video.
No, he did some videos. He did a whole bunch of them. He did a couple of them off that CD, man. Like it's the whole rollout was, man. That's what it looked like to actually do it like that. And you see how he moved throughout social media, like we saying, very private. You don't even hear from him unless he got something coming.
Exactly.
Sarazaku, man. Before we get out of here, I want to ask you this. T-Pain says fans of rap music only like the beats, not the lyrics. Is this true?
Why would T-Pain say something so controversial yet so right?
If fans of rap music only like the beats, not the lyrics.
Some people like they straight just go off the beat, and I'm like, is y'all actually listening to the song though? So, like y'all want to say,
right,
they want to say like, oh, Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper alive. Did you actually listen to him rap, or did you listen to his beat?
Yep.
He actually got a point though, because man, I was listening to a song and I like the instrumental, but then when you actually listen to the instrumental, it's still fire. But then when I think about it, I say his voice and what he was rapping about is what made it a hit. Because the instrumental is, to me, is only 50% of what that is, and the other 50 could be your voice and your style. That same song, jamming still just a beat, but the person rapping on it, it's their voice and how they came on it is what make it what it is. So I just feel like, yeah, that statement, like you say, is like what you say it is controversial but true.
It's controversial but true.
Nah, this is another controversial one right here. I want to know both y'all. Should Romeo and Bow Wow do a versus?
No. Soulja Boy and Bow Wow need to do a versus.
I mean, hold up. Both these test time has passed.
No, but that's the whole point of the verses.
Yeah, but that's the whole point of the verses, because we even had Patti LaBelle and who was that? And Gladys Knight, maybe, was it?
Whoa. Yep. That needed to happen, okay? That was two legends facing off.
We just had Escape and SWV.
That needed to happen.
Okay, I get where you're going.
Hey, no.
I get where you're going. That needed to happen.
Soulja Boy.
Them SWV versus Escape.
We're not gonna see, though. Hold on. We all know Bow Wow still in his. I don't even think I think he's 34. I know he's still. I know he's not over 35. Like, Bow Wow just started so young, bro. That
them two. Okay.
Bow Wow like the same age as Drake right now, bro. Like, who playing?
I would let them two go at it, but like, in terms of my interest in watching them or Escape versus SWV again, yeah, I want to watch Escape versus SWV again because
that was good.
It's SWV. Them girls ain't never had a bad song.
It was good though. It was really.
I'm sorry. It's like, okay.
Soulja Boy versus Bow Wow. And the
No,
only reason why I
don't need to
say
happen.
Don't need to happen.
Don't need to happen, man. That's why.
yeah, because I'm gonna tell you why. Soldier Boy and Bow Wow music kind of bounce off of each other.
Didn't they already answer this question? I think Bow Wow already answered this. He said, if I'm just thinking off the top, I think Bow Wow said Soldier Boy make turned up songs and he making girly songs. So
no, so Bow Wow got songs.
Bow Wow
I'm
said
saying,
it
like,
himself though.
no, but see,
He said
Bow
they make two
Wow,
different style songs.
Bow Wow
like
still got songs though that's gonna go though. You know what I'm saying? He got songs that's gonna match up with Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy got so I could give you the list right now. Okay,
Wow.
Bow Wow, Bounce With Me.
See,
Soldier
man,
Boy. Hold on, Bounce With Me. Crank that. Shorty Like Mine. Birdwalk. What's the other song?
man,
Let's Get Down.
Them two different generations.
Let's Get Down. She Got a Don't. We keep going.
I mean, okay.
We keep going.
Right.
I can DJ the whole set.
Okay,
I don't know these songs off the top. Like you was ready. What you do?
Yeah.
You was ready for this time.
Yeah.
Here's what you do.
You didn't even know it was coming, and you was ready for this time.
You do Romeo versus
a
Bow
whole
Wow,
set list
right?
in his head already.
No, Romeo getting watched by Bow Wow. If he
no.
Now Romeo got some songs that'll match up with Bow Wow.
Dude,
but
if I'm not mistaken, I think Bow Wow for sure got three platinum records under his belt. Out of maybe
Romeo got songs, but he don't have.
Romeo ain't got no platinum records under his belt. I think Bow Wow got three for sure.
Romeo got I'm finna tell you. Go ahead.
Romeo versus Bow Wow.
No, I was just saying that Bow Wow got three platinum records. Romeo just always had the luxury of, he Lil Romeo. You know who his father is, so he was already,
Do Romeo versus Bow Wow. The winner faces Soldier Boy.
The winner? No, he can't do the, because Romeo ain't got enough hits though. I'm finna go look and see what Romeo.
Romeo ain't got enough hits, bro. That's just that.
Just go
Romeo
ahead and do it.
Hold on.
Get my interest up to see. Okay, who faces Soldier Boy?
I'm just saying, as far as his go,
you get my interest up to see it.
Let me see here, Lil Romeo. I'm finna look at this because I can't even remember it other than
Two-way. That's about it.
No, he had. Okay, so hold on. He had. Let's look and see what he got.
Two-way. That's about it, bro.
He got Two-way. He got My Cinderella.
Yeah.
My Baby. You Can't Shine Like Me.
Zone
let me see here. I'm looking on what's that song that they got? You Ain't Gotta Say Too Much, Bounce With Me. But he ain't got that many like
right, man. That's a no-brainer, bro. You already shouldn't even have to look that up.
I should win that one, right?
You was actually in that era, so you shouldn't even have to look that up to know that Bow Wow got more hits than Romeo.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Soldier Boy and Bow Wow would be a better contender because you're gonna be able. I'm telling you, you're gonna be able to get. You're gonna have a better, evenly matched thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I could go. Where was I at? I said Bounce With Me. Dang, where was I at with it? I'm trying to remember where I was at, but
I can't even remember.
I remember.
I get what you're saying, though, Zone. I get you.
We can go back. If they let me do it, we gonna have the whole thing rocking. I'm gonna put. Matter of fact, I'm
come back
later
to this topic, man. Make you a playlist. Let me tell you this though. What y'all think about? They made Mulatto change her name to Big Lotto. I guess it's the backlash over the name, man. The Mulatto meaning a black and a white person, I guess, like that, and they made her change her name to Big Lotto. What y'all think about that?
She said she didn't make her change. She just changed her name to Lotto. I mean, we still know it's Mulatto, or it was Miss Mulatto. It's the evolution. She got two. She didn't win Super Saiyan on them because now
he didn't turn it up to Big Lotto now, huh?
Yeah, Big Lotto. It's like Gucci Mane started off as Gucci Mane. Then he was He was Gucci Mane LaFleur.
Yeah.
Then he was, what was he at? I'm trying to remember. He was Goo Wop. Now he Wiz Op.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
know what was it was something else that he was before. I'm trying to remember.
I
It was
mean,
something else. He had another. Let me see here.
it was something
I'm
from 1017,
I'm trying to
nigga. Like, they
remember.
used to call him
Not
on.
too. Oh, what was it? I'm trying to remember. He had a couple different nicknames though. You
I
know.
just think, if she changed it because of the name,
Okay, hold
what it
on.
stands for, then no, then that's kind of, you
He
shouldn't let
had.
nobody make them change you. You shouldn't let them
Mm-hmm.
change you. Make it change you. You feel me? Stick to what you came in the game with. But like we saying, she did it for the boss up, Big Lotto.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you ever find out the name, man?
He had Mr. Zone 6, The Machine, Big Gucci, Goo
I said,
Wop,
I said he
you
had a whole
know.
bunch of other aliases.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Gucci man, yeah.
this here is for sure the last of the last right here before we get off and say our submission. Woo 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 woo. I've got to ask you. This is a very look. Help me settle this debate, please. And it's something I seen floating on social media, but I want y'all to help me settle this debate, please. What do you call the end piece on a loaf of a bread?
The ass end.
The bottom bun.
The head. You got the head of the bread. You got the ass of the bread.
I call it the butt of the bread.
The butt of the bread, or the ass
The
of the bread.
butt of the
One of the
bread.
two. Either
I
one.
call
But
it the butt of the bread. I need y'all to help
them
me
works.
settle this debate, man.
The
I'm
worst
weak.
part
There's
is
a real debate that is going on, and I need to know what you call the bottom loaf or the first
where
piece.
ain't no fucking
The first and the last piece of the bread.
The worst thing is when you get a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to make a sandwich, and it's only two pieces of bread up in that motherfucker: the head of the bread and the ass end of the bread.
Oh man, what do you do when there's only the last two pieces of the man? You gonna still make that sandwich and it's
You
still
gonna
gonna be
eat
fire.
that sandwich, but that motherfucker ain't gonna be like, man, this some bullshit. Like y'all motherfuckers went and got every other piece of the damn bread before this one. That's that shit that gets on my nerves.
Man, that's
shit
a
happened to me
real
one
question for a
time.
black person, bro. If you ask a black person that question, everybody will have a different answer.
Yeah.
We all three just had different answers, I think.
I'm like, it's either the butt or the ass end of the bread, but
you say the ass. Look, you hear me? I'm like, this the butt of the bread. I specifically, hey, this the butt of the bread, and I don't mind eating the butt with a regular piece of bread.
I don't mind eating with a regular piece of bread, but it's like when it's the head of the bread and the butt of the bread, like,
oh,
hey, the fuck, man, y'all.
That's a hard day for you.
Oh yeah,
you come in and want to fix that sandwich and only got them last two, the first and the last piece of the bread.
Oh man, I had.
That's deep.
That shit got on my nerve. I got to work because my ex-girl had made me a sandwich.
And she used them two pieces?
It was them two pieces of fucking bread. I was like,
what you do at work, man?
I ate that sandwich, got in my car.
Still ate that sandwich. Hey, man, look. This is You Ain't Lying Pot.
I don't let food go to waste. I literally ate it, got in my car, then ran to Burger King.
For the record, he ate the first and the last piece of the bread, and he loved it.
I done made a grilled cheese out of it one time.
Hey,
I was like,
I done did it. I done made a peanut butter and jelly out of it before. So, man, we all done did it.
Yeah. But it don't mean I gotta like it, though. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is what you do?
Coming to a store near you, nothing but the first and the last piece in the bread is gonna be a whole loaf of bread full of first and last pieces, man. Yo, man, hey, look, man, this is another classic episode right here, man.
Yeah.
You Ain't Lying Podcast, you feel me? Episode 19. Sir Zaku, I appreciate you for sliding through and staying through with us the whole ride.
No problem, man. Thanks for the invite.
Hey, anytime, man, the flow open to you, man, just as well. You feel me? It's always open for you to have a voice over here, brother.
No
whatever
problem.
you gotta, hey, rep whatever you need to right now, man. Tell them where to find you at.
I'm on YouTube more or less as of late. I'm still on Twitch. I haven't posted nothing in there as of recently, but I do have stuff coming up in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just in the planning phase. That's pretty much it for me right now. Other than that, it's beats and bits every Friday.
Every Friday, 9 p.m. Y'all. We gonna have another, because there's been a lot of stuff that came out this week, gaming wise. And speaking of which, man, we gonna have to we're gonna end this. We're gonna retire this intro. I know we only had it for a couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying, but we had to retire this intro because this weekend Currency is putting out Corvette Coupe, and you know Hayes had that for the fam freestyle.
Yeah, but you ain't even offered it though.
I'm about to. This is where we finna retire it right here today.
Intro. You meant to say outro then, yeah.
Intro, outro. You know, I played it on the front and the back end, like, you know, as an interchangeable. But we gonna switch the song out. Yeah. I know we gotta retire it already, you know, but
it's all good.
Hey, they
can go find that song on my YouTube channel though for sure. For the fam 87 TV, and y'all just want to go listen to the song itself. It's on my YouTube channel. And basically just stay tapped into the YouTube channel because I'm dropping there, and I'm on the Instagram, CMW Hayes for the fam 87 ETV. We mashing with all kinds. You feel me? As if you got A-Zone, tell them what you need to tell them.
Tomorrow night, Killzone Interviews returns. We got Darius Robbins from Mic Check Global coming through, and that's just part one. It's a 2-hour interview, but it's just part one. We got part two coming soon too. So
you dropping that whole thing tomorrow?
The whole thing is premiering tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. Y'all make sure y'all make sure y'all tune in for that. Shout out to Lawson. Shout out to Lawrence coming through. Shout out to my cousin OD, man, checking in on Facebook. Who else checked in on Facebook? Shout out to everybody over there on Twitch. Shout
out to everybody on every block.
Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Shout out shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all come through Beats and Bits podcast on Friday. Shout out to all my patrons. Shout out to all my people that's the copped that's the copped merch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we going in.
Make sure they come out Sunday as well. You feel me?
Yeah, Tales of a Simp. Can't forget about that Sunday at 6 p.m. man. So we might move that to Saturday. So y'all just make sure y'all keep locked in. You know, so we can just wham. You know what I'm saying? We might give y'all a break.
That new information. You feel me?
Yes, sir. So this You Ain't Lying podcast.
Hey,
and we out.
Know what time it is, man. We out this thing, gang. I'm out.
Peace.
For the fam, get it by any means. Going Jordan, rocking 6 rings. Blue Game 12s on my Claire lounge pants. With a white tee round my neck, the Jesus piece. Building like Noah's Ark, they ain't wanna believe in me. No, I say it from my chest, I rep the Midwest. Niggas be acting like they tough, we not into that. I front the liquor store, serving with the pack. Eating a box of rice, know I got the strap. But them old schools clean like a new ball. Standing tall like the arch, I ain't finna fall. Used to be on Hall Street, they used to race cars. Cops come speed off, we ain't getting caught. From an era where clout chasing meant you had power. Stats say I'm losing, but do they love me or they hate me? That shit get confusing. Used to show up all the time to support folks, but then I had to fall back like Autumn Hayes.
Because you may have something that people can never have. A motherfucker have more money than you. They can have more houses, cars, whatever the fuck. They can have whatever. And they think that's supposed to make them be better than you.
Yeah. CMW Hayes. Got my people with me. Yeah. For the fam 87 ETV. Talk business with me, know I've been the G. Up early and I'm gonna sleep late. Just so I can go for mine and get.
Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. So hit me up, little shawty,